reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
And now, a couple of corny facts. Number 1, there are about 800 kernels in each ear of corn. Number 2, an ear of corn always has an even number of rows. And number 3, Florida sweet corn season ends in June? June? What? Why didn't anybody tell me that it was gonna...
Oh, well, I guess that's a wrap.
It's sweet corn season in Florida. Stop on your way home and get some before it's gone. See more seasonal produce at followfreshfromflorida.com.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. For over 26 years, we've been making storm catcher screens, the leading hurricane safety product on the market, protecting over 90,000 Florida homes in communities just like yours. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure, Storm Smart's here to stay. Day in and day out, we'll be here, working harder to make sure you can breathe a little easier. SMART is protecting our community, today and tomorrow.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members of FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's business cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp's software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 3.5% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp. Just go to ramp.com/free. Ramp.com/free. RAMP.com/free.
What do you think of our new car from Carvana?
Think it can handle our busy family?
We have 7 days to see. First, let's stock up on groceries. Then we'll help your sister move, and we should really visit Grandma.
That's like a whole lifetime in 7 days.
Confidently shop for cars with Carvana's 7-day money-back guarantee. Visit Carvana.com for all terms and conditions.
Give your small business one tech solution that checks all the boxes. It's all here with the Comcast Business Complete Connectivity Solution. It's cyber threat security for peace of mind. Check. The power of the largest, fastest, reliable network for small business. That's a triple box check right there. And save up to 75% a year on your wireless bill with Comcast Business Mobile. Check and cha-ching. It's everything you need to keep your business connected. From the company powered by the next generation 10G network. The Complete Connectivity Solution. Get started for just $40 a month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. And ask about an $800 prepaid card. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 5/21/23. Restrictions apply. Requires EcoBill AutoPay and new 100 megabits per second and Security Edge service. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Compares weighted average of top 3 carriers. Savings vary. After 12 months, regular rates apply.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Listening to this station on your free iHeartRadio app could put $5,000 in your pocket.
No way! Are you kidding me?
Open your app and search this station to be instantly qualified for the cash.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all the music, radio, and podcasts you love.
Here's traffic.
on Real Radio.
No major types being reported along 95 right now. Had a crash on the southbound side just north of Linton Boulevard, but that's off to the shoulder. Boca Raton, West Boca, State Road 7 to Palmetto Park Road and crash. Fire rescue on the scene. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Tudor Dixon Podcast.
Coming up on the next episode of the Tudor Dixon Podcast, Kyle Olson joins the show to talk about the madness at Michigan State University. Banned words? Are our kids too sensitive? Be sure to catch new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. For $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword cash at realradio921.com. That's cash. Enter it now at realradio921.com, and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Ready, Master Control?
Ready, switch on.
It's time to wake up now.
Time to wake up now.
The time has come to wake up.
I don't believe I ordered a wake-up call.
Do you know what today is?
You know what? Hump Day.
Wednesday's an over-the-hump day.
Hump Day!
I don't know what that means, but I know where she humps.
So chins up, boobs out, it's showtime.
Well, color me happy. There's a sofa in here for two.
First time in an elevator.
Penthouse. The Penthouse. Wow, great view. I bet you can see all the way to the ocean from out here.
Penthouse, top floor, got everything I need and a lot more. High ceilings, marble floor, and my penthouse.
Hey, Mr. Greek, can I get your autograph?
Hey, Greek, what's happening, pal?
I'm 6 deep behind a 4. You can't find me.
Oh my God, it's Greek!
You're listening to The Penthouse. Here's The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
It is The Penthouse on a Wednesday. Good morning, everybody. Midweek, baby. 92.1 Real Radio. We're going to get you to the weekend and to the finish line. And yes, it is a big weekend in South Florida. One of the biggest ever. How about those Panthers? Oh, my God. Is it the Real Radio and the Panthers together that makes them keep winning? We'll take the credit. What? Miami Heat, tough game in New York last night, but played great without Jimmy Buckets. We got your chance to win Sunfest tickets at 11:45 and so much more. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning, Mr. Greek. How are we doing today, buddy?
I'm doing great. Love your enthusiasm and juice every day. Good morning, Francis.
Hi, and good morning. Happy Hump Day.
Hump Day.
Yes.
Humpity hump hump.
What's going on? And happy birthday to my sister. I know she's not listening, but I'm putting it out there in the universe.
Happy birthday.
Hi to my sister, Karen. And yes, she's not a Karen, but she's Karen. She is far from a Karen.
She tired of hearing the jokes?
Oh, absolutely. Sure. In the beginning, it was a hoot. And then she was like, I'm so over it.
After, day 30? That was about it. 1 month it took.
Yep.
Happy birthday, Karen.
Yeah.
That's right. Enjoy. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. You could also text us. First put in Real Radio 47142. Or you could email Jimmy at realradio921.com. You could ask us anything on the table. Yesterday's was this weekend. What do you think the toughest ticket is? Is it Sunfest? Is it Panther or Miami Heat tickets or Formula One tickets? So there is a lot going on this weekend. And just pack your patience wherever you go because there's going to be a lot of traffic no matter what you do. So just relax and you'll get there eventually. Leave early enough for any event that you're going to. And again, we talked about the Panthers. They won last night, game 1. You heard that on Real Radio, so you'll hear the Panthers all the way into playoffs on Real Radio 92.1. Big game for them.
Talk about turning it up at the right time, huh?
Wow.
How about this?
Yeah, way to get hot.
Yeah, good for them.
And
Good
hats
for
off
them.
to the Braves because they guaranteed Francis a win.
They did, all
Nice.
because
Even
of
better.
my birthday. That's
Yeah.
exactly. They tweeted it yesterday, and they made it happen. So
Right after the game, they said it. Too. They were like, Joe Francis, happy birthday. I know she just turned 30. Want to thank her. And I told the Marlins, I goes, you guys got no chances.
Just like the Babe pointing his bat to the home run field.
That's right.
There it is, baby.
There it is. And it started off
Guarantee
quick. Yeah, and the Braves ended up beating the Marlins because of Francis's birthday. So you got to feel like awesome, like special.
yeah. I
Did
mean,
you
once I
text
get
him?
past this hangover, I'm sure I'll feel something.
Why do you think she got hung over? Drinking all night.
Yeah, I was toasting
The Braves.
to the Braves, the Panthers.
All this kind of stuff.
It happens. Jimmy Butler did not play last night as the day went on more and more. But the Heat did cover again.
I was curious to see, whether he would or not, because you said he was walking around New York.
Yeah, he showed on Instagram.
So made you kind of wonder whether he was okay or not, but apparently not, huh?
Game time, they decided no. I thought it was a very good decision by the Heat. Wasn't worth one game to lose, the rest of the playoffs. Now he gets 3 days off completely. I'm sure his foot is not going to be touching the ground at all. And we'll see what happens Saturday. They play, and they did change the game time on Saturday. Originally it was 1 o'clock. Now it is changed to 3:30 on Saturday to Miami.
Why is that? Why they change it?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
Maybe TV scheduling. But they did change the Heat game. So if you had tickets to the Heat, and a lot of my friends did, and we're making arrangements, it did change to 3:30 now on Saturday. But I think it was great that Butler didn't play last night because, again, it could have hurt him more. And Miami, again, covered. They only lost by 6 points. They were getting 8.5. So every playoff game, if you bet the Heat, you won. Every single one. They are 7-0.
Covering machine, we call that in the betting world.
7-0 against the spread.
That's great.
In 6 games, they were underdogs. So, that's pretty impressive for the Heat that they're doing that. And, again, we'll see what happens on Saturday. Hopefully, Jimmy Butler's okay. And he could play because without Butler, it's very tough for them. But they played a great game last night with all those guys off the bench. They had 7 guys on the Heat that were never drafted, and they scored over 74 points.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good for them.
it was a good game. Up to like 4 minutes left, the Heat were up by 6. That would have been a huge upset. And again, like years ago, your friends would call you back and forth, my friends, and whatever, and talk smack. But now everybody's texting and back and forth about
Texting smack? Is that what's going on now?
Yeah. Oh, did you see that shot? Did you see that shot? Wow, this and that. It is a crazy time. Social media has definitely affected everything.
Just goes to show the impact that Jimmy Butler has on that team.
Oh, yeah. He's huge.
Tell you what, he's on that floor. They probably win that game. They only lose by 6. I think you could easily say that he would give Heat +6.
Oh, yeah. Anytime you lose a big star.
Sure.
It just, you take whoever, LeBron or, whatever, Steph Curry out of the Warriors.
Of course. Of course.
But they came close. They really did. So I think the Heat should be very happy. They split New York. The only bad thing is if they got home court advantage now. So we'll see. But the Panthers are a huge story. They really are. People are just, Panther fans are not. But as the team wins more and more, they get more people on the bandwagon. People are rooting for them. And I always know because I start getting text messages about Panther tickets.
Do you?
Yeah, now I'm starting to get that.
Let's do it. Let's bring home that cup, guys. Come
Let's
on.
do it. It'd be an unbelievable situation. Be the first time ever. And you could hear it on Real Radio. Got a lot going on
This
today.
is the first time they made it to round 2. According to Jason, we were looking that up yesterday, and I was surprised. I thought that they made it past round 1 before.
Oh,
maybe that's wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I think years ago they made it. I think they made it to the finals one year and they lost. I could be mistaken. I'm talking about when they played at the old arena in Miami. But I could be wrong. So I'm not a big hockey fan. It is the Penthouse. Like I said, we got Sunfest tickets. The writer's strike has definitely hit. A lot going on in the entertainment world and a lot going on with you guys. We'll come back at WWGD today and so much more in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory.
A lot of cities and states are trying to ban gas leaf blowers now. You have one of these noisy things, Dieter.
I needed this thing. I'm so happy I have this. All my neighbors come outside. They go, what the hell's going on here? Did a plane just land? The power this thing has, I needed it. You want to try to ban that? You can try to pry it from my cold, dead hands, Rover.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
Hey,
Mr. Greek, there are many tequilas out there, but when you want the best, your selection should be Tequila 512. A sipping tequila that's so greatly priced, it's also perfect for margaritas. Tequila 512 is perfect addition to make a normal night a special night. Whether you like tequila neat or mixed with cocktails, the best choice is Tequila 512. Every spirit has its moment. Today it's tequila. Your choice should be Tequila 512. Peace.
Cinco de Mayo is here this Friday at Duffy Sports Grill. Join the fiesta with games, giveaways, and great deals on margaritas and twin tacos starting at just $3. What could be better than ice cold drinks and fiery tacos? See you at Duffy's this Cinco de Mayo.
At Casper, we love sleep as much as you do. That's why we're bringing back the very first bed-in-a-box millions love at a price everyone will love at just $9.95. Get your best rest at our best price with the new Casper mattress, available at your local Casper sleep shop. For the love of sleep. Exclusions apply. See casper.com/promo.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. With over 2 million phone calls last year alone, more people in more cities across America want more Morgan & Morgan. When you hire Morgan & Morgan, you're also hiring a family business. And after 35 years, we now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world, protecting America, fighting for you. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
If your home or business just isn't giving you the joy it once did, it's time for a refresh. Contact your local CertaPro painters and put the power of pro to work for you. That's CertaPro's power of doing the job right, on time, and on budget. The power of proven experts with the skills to refresh, rejuvenate, and reinvigorate your home or business. Get your project started today at CertaPro.com.
Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. License information available at CertaPro.com.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Tara, quote, "My doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. There are nights when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out, and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver." Unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/radio. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/radio. That's 4hims.com/radio for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/RADIO.
Cinco de Mayo is here this Friday at Duffy Sports Grill. Join the fiesta with games, giveaways, and great deals on margaritas and twin tacos starting at just $3. What could be better than ice cold drinks and fiery tacos? See you at Duffy's this Cinco de Mayo.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Business owners and professionals face special challenges in divorce court. They have to contend with allegations that they are earning more than they are, coupled with claims on their business or practice itself. Clients with assets depend on their divorce lawyer's skills in these matters.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Heart failure, carpal tunnel syndrome, shortness of breath, stomach issues, lower back pain. How does it all add up? If you have heart failure and any of those seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, it's time to talk with your cardiologist and get the full picture. They may add up to transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy. ATTR-CM is a rare and underdiagnosed disease. Recognize the signs and discuss them with your doctor soon. Learn more at connectwithyourheart.com. That's connectwithyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey, this is Franny, and I'm going into the summer more confident than ever because I went to Begin a New Med Spa and received laser hair removal on my bikini line and underarms. So I will have no worries rocking my bathing suit at the beach or on the boat. The treatment has my skin noticeably smoother and hair-free. Laser hair removal is just one of the many things that Begin a New offers. Feeling drab, not sleeping well, maybe suffering from a low libido? Well, ask them about their optimal wellness program. I've been on the program for over a year, and my body and mind are feeling the best. And right now, it's only $149 with qualifying insurance. If you're looking to drop some pounds before summer, then ask them about their game-changing semaglutide. Their wonderful medical staff will let you know if it's right for you. Begin Anew also has testosterone replacement therapy, body sculpting, and Botox, just to name a few. You can check out all they have to offer, plus their spring specials at beginanewmed.com. And when you book that appointment, let them know that Franny sent you. That's beginanewmed.com.
Pray.com's Meditative Prayers podcast is the best way to bring God's perfect peace into your night. Each meditative prayer helps you focus on God, fight anxiety, sleep better, and more.
As you close your eyes, ask God to come and have fellowship with you. Open yourself.
Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday, midweek, baby. Get ready to make the weekend come down because it is going to be a big weekend in South Florida, and we will definitely make it happen for you guys. Don't forget, we got the Panthers now on Real Radio for the playoffs. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello, and good morning. Yeah, not only can you hear the Panthers on Real Radio 92.1, but you can also hear them on our streaming as well. So if you got the latest iHeartRadio app on your phone, you can get it right there as well. So, yeah, you want to take a phone call, Greek Man?
Yes, sir.
All right, we got our buddy Ricky checking in with us. Hey, Ricky, what's going on, pal?
Not too much, guys. Good morning, Penthouse. Franny, happy hangover day. Hope you feel better.
She'll do just fine. She stepped out for a quick second, but we'll have her back here. Thank you very much, though. We'll pass along those well wishes.
Yeah, I just wanted to give you an update on the Panthers. I don't know if anybody's contacted you or texted you, what have you, but in '96, we went to the finals, as Greek said, in the old Miami Arena.
All right.
We got swept by Colorado. And then last year, we got to the second round and faced Tampa, our friends up the road here, and unfortunately lost to that. So now we're in the second round against Toronto, and hopefully we can get off the schneid and move forward.
Now,
Excellent.
I know you could tell you've been a Panther fan for years. You had to be surprised about the Bruins, but what are your thoughts about them going forward? Do they have what it takes to beat Toronto?
Well, to be honest with you, Greek, I had my doubts about Paul Maurice and what his style was going to be coming in, because it was more of a bump and grind and kind of boring hockey, to be honest with you. But facing Boston, breaking records the way they did, and going into their barn, going to Game 7, winning in overtime, I mean, you can't help but be excited.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's turning out. So I told my friends last night, it's turning out to be like the NCAA tournament. You just don't know in hockey and in the NBA, where the Bucks lose, obviously against the Heat. Memphis lose the second seed, and that's why you have to play the games in the series. And you got to give the Panthers there. And they backed into the playoffs. And those are sometimes the teams you have to watch because they don't have anything to lose. They just go out there and let it rip.
And that's just it. And then with Colorado winning it all last year, and they got bumped on the first round, just like with Tampa. With an older team, you can never count them out. But like you said, playoffs, that's like a whole nother season that comes in, and it becomes more physical, it becomes more exciting, and the way the speed of the game is going now, it's just a good time, especially in person, like Jimmy said the other day.
That's great.
In person and on TV are completely different animals.
Yeah, and I think you're going to see all the leagues now more and more where teams just want to qualify and get in the big dance. I know the seeding's important to a lot of teams, but we've seen already one or twos get beat. And if they make it and they're, not injured, because that's the biggest thing with the end of the season for every sport, if you're hurt.
If you're a 2nd, 2, 3, 4, 5 seed, maybe you sit some of your stars, when you get towards the end of the regular season. As long as you're in the dance, staying healthy matters. So.
Yep, it's great to be a Panther fan right now.
Absolutely.
You should be proud.
Yeah, it is. It's been a lot of fun. And it's just, when you're rolling 4 lines, everybody's got to be healthy, but you got to have a deep team to grind it out. And the President's Trophy, Boston, like you mentioned a second ago, there's a curse attached to it because so many years in a row where the number 1 seed gets knocked out in the first round. Happened to the Panthers last year, happened to Boston this year. So,
well, I think with a lot of teams, you have to understand as a sports fan, you do the amount of pressure that goes with being a champ, or the amount of pressure that goes with one seed. Everybody that talks to you, everything you read, hear, see, was written about is you're supposed to win. And then when you don't, or you start losing a little, those sticks get a little heavier, or that basketball feels heavy, or the baseball, whatever you want to do. And it's hard. It's an added pressure of all the other pressure. And the average fan doesn't realize how hard it is to win consistently in any of professional sports. It's hard, and everything has to go your way, and no injuries. I think we lost him.
I guess he fell off. Yeah, I'm sorry. He's going there.
All right, we appreciate
Just at random, I had somebody text at 47142. Jimmy, if you could please help us out with that 10 o'clock keyword for $1,000 in your hand, because I know this is the final week, and we want to announce another winner right here on Real Radio.
Well, that's super easy. If you go to realradio921.com, a little window's going to pop right up for you, and just enter the word cash. CASH right there, realradio921.com. Super simple, and you'll be in the running for $1,000. And if you get a phone call from a 513 area code, maybe it comes up as unknown caller, pick that up. That could be us letting you know that you just won $1,000. We just had a caller on, Ricky. He was talking a little NHL, but he did want to say happy hangover day to you.
Oh, thank you. That is what May 3rd is. It's my sister's birthday and hangover day.
So it's going to be tonight. Do it again.
Oh, no. I'm taking a break until Sunfest. At least a couple of days, at least. Well, that's what happened. So it was very nice. I didn't have any plans set up, and it was everything my husband pulled together last night, last minute, or yesterday, last minute. And I was very, very grateful that people just kind of put aside whatever they were doing and showed up. I had 20 of my closest friends.
That's awesome.
Show up to and so
at a restaurant.
At a restaurant.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we
Can
had.
you say where you went,
They gave it. It was called Entree New.
Entree. Okay.
Yeah, really great restaurant. Oh my God, their steak is excellent. Their filet is so good.
Ooh, let's go.
But yeah, so it was it was red wine and tequila shots go hand in hand.
Oh, well,
right?
of course.
That's the kind of crowd I roll with. So every time I turned around, I was trying to have like a nice steak, and my husband got a bottle of red wine for us. And then randomly, like every 10, 15 minutes, there'd be a round of shots coming our way. And I was like, oh boy.
Got a bottle of red wine for us.
Yeah.
Us.
Yep. And I may or may not have ended up at the Snuggery until 2 a.m. That's word on the street. I don't know. Yeah, that's one of those places that you end up at.
Snuggery. We're going to look that one up.
Yes, you are. That place has been around for a long time.
Okie dokie.
Yes, and that's the only thing. When you're going, where should we go on a Tuesday? snuggery.
Okay.
It's the only option you have.
Got it.
Yeah.
Check
yeah,
and
yeah.
check.
So when I woke up this morning,
Check and mate, actually.
when I woke up this morning with my head throbbing, I was like, I text you guys, I was like, going to be late, and I actually wasn't. I just thought I was. I was laying in bed, and I was just like, you know what? Just get it together, Francis.
Whole life thing.
Yeah, I just talked myself
this.
into it. I was like, get it together, and I did. I got here on time. So
You did a
I'm
great
proud
job.
I'm proud of myself, you
Yeah,
guys.
nice. Great job.
Thank you.
It is the Penthouse.
Never
and
a doubt.
Never a doubt. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Wednesday. We're going to come back with this day in history. We're going to come back with a trifecta. We're going to also talk about the writer's strike, and the Hall of Fame for music is out. A lot going on in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. We'll be back. Peace.
Got something to say? We'll listen.
Hello.
Call now. 877-927-6969.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah. Can't believe it. Woo!
Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's awesome. It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Grand in Your Hand is sponsored by Precision Garage Door. When your garage door squeaks, creaks, or just flat out breaks, you need Precision Garage Door. Always open and available on weekends. Plus, they stock the largest selection of hurricane impact garage doors in South Florida. Go to flgaragedoor.com. flgaragedoor.com.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Plenty of sunshine to go around through our Wednesday morning. Temperatures fell into the 60s overnight, but we're going to warm quickly, and we're back in the 80s later on today. Might get a couple of clouds during the late morning, early afternoon as a dry front moves south. The humidity drops tomorrow, but we're still warm with temperatures in the 80s under a sunny sky for Thursday.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer over 50 different custom window treatments, including faux wood blinds and shutters, all at prices less than retail. Plus, we'll send you free samples before you buy. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Heart failure, carpal tunnel syndrome, shortness of breath, stomach issues, lower back pain. How does it all add up? If you have heart failure and any of those seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, it's time to talk with your cardiologist and get the full picture. They may add up to transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy. ATTR-CM is a rare and underdiagnosed disease. Recognize the signs and discuss them with your doctor soon. Learn more at connectwithyourheart.com. That's connectwithyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
I'll pay you $100 for last look. When you're doing a deal at a dealership, take a picture of your deal sheet, send it to givemethevin.com. If we can't beat your trade-in offer, I'll send you a check for $100. We do the same thing with CarMax offers. Can't beat a CarMax offer? Send you a check for $100. Worst thing that could happen is you get $100. Best thing that could happen is you get $3,000 more for your car or your trade. We are America's best car buyer for a reason. We'll see you online at givemethevin.com.
Sell us your car. Givemethevin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach, open 7 days a week. Beautiful ladies, 5-star menu. And this Friday, May 5th, it's Cinco de Mayo party like you've never seen before. Tequila shots plus taco specials and lime jello wrestling. It's Cinco de Mayo only like Monroe's could do. Friday, May 5th, put it in your calendar. Plus tequila shots and taco specials. Where do you want to celebrate Cinco de Mayo? It's Monroe's. Peace.
Cinco de Mayo is here this Friday at Duffy Sports Grill. Join the fiesta with games, giveaways, and great deals on margaritas and twin tacos starting at just $3. What could be better than ice-cold drinks and fiery tacos? See you at Duffy's this Cinco de Mayo.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's business cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp's software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 3.5% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp. Just go to ramp.com/free. Ramp.com/free. RAMP.com/free.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Hey, it's the Greek for Precision Garage Doors, South Florida. They have a large inventory of hurricane garage doors. Get ready, because hurricane season is right around the corner. If you need a new garage door, look no further than Precision's Garage Door of South Florida. They're the largest inventory in stock of hurricane garage doors. Does your door need service? You can call Precision 24/7. They have a quick response time, even on weekends, and there's no extra charge. Precision is locally owned and operated, and all the work is done by trained and certified employees. If you need a new garage door or your garage door is not working properly, you can count on Precision. Go to FLGARAGE door.com. That's FLGARAGE door.com.
Welcome back. Dave and Herb here, and we're talking fresh.
Fresh from Florida, that is. Dave, tell our listeners about the produce that's in season.
There's tomatoes, broccoli, watermelon, freppers, spinach.
Wait, hold it. You're just putting fra in front of produce.
Yeah, as in fresh from Florida.
Produce tastes better when it's grown closer to home. You don't need to make up words.
Really?
Ugh, friends, visit followfreshfromflorida.com to see what's in season.
Don't you mean .from?
Ugh, really?
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Shopping for new blinds? At Blindster, we offer over 50 different blinds, shades, and shutters at low prices, custom made for your windows, and shipping is free. Shop at home and order 10 free samples of any product before you buy. Blindster.com.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
No major times being reported along 95 right now. Had a crash on the southbound side just north of Linton Boulevard, but that's off to the shoulder. Boca Raton, West Boca, State Road 7 to Palmetto Park Road and crash. Fire rescue on the scene. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer over 50 different custom window treatments, including faux wood blinds and shutters, all at prices less than retail. Plus, we'll send you free samples before you buy. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Wednesday, midweek, baby. Getting ready for the big weekend. So much going on. I am the Greek. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello, hello, and good morning.
Good morning, Francis.
Hello, good morning.
And it's time for This Day in History and a Greek's Trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
All right, the LA Lakers beat the Warriors last night. Close game at the end. Steph had a chance to hit a shot that would have made it give them the lead when they were tired. Warriors came out a big, strong run, 14-0, but not enough. Lakers win, and they're up 1-0. Poole took a shot at the end of the game. A little bit too far, people think. It was way out there. He took it from maybe like Dodger Stadium. But he did take it. He missed, and then the Lakers went on to win Game 1. Our Miami Heat are tied with the Knicks, and they play on Saturday at 3:30. And that we'll see what happens with. And then you have Philadelphia and the Boston Celtics, and you have Denver up 2-0 on the Phoenix Suns. Marlins lost last night to the Braves 6-zip. Usually we only highlight wins in South Florida teams, but we're going to do this one because the Braves did dedicate the game to Frances for her birthday. So Braves 6-zip over the Marlins. And speaking of hockey and winning, it's the Panthers winning, and they won again. They beat one last night against Toronto. You heard it on Real Radio, 4-2, up 1-0 in the series. So all games will be on Real Radio 92.1 for the playoffs with the Panthers. And Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Tequila 512. Now it's over to Jimmy for This Day in History.
On this day in history.
We're going to go back 102 years ago today. In 1921, West Virginia introduced the first ever state sales tax.
Boo!
One of the many great contributions that West Virginia has made to society.
What else? Just kidding. If you're from West Virginia, I kid.
90 years ago today, 1933, Funk Master James Brown is born. That's right. I don't usually do too many birthdays, but you know what? This dude deserves it. By the way, check this out. I never heard of some of these. Soul Brother number 1, The Godfather of Soul, that I've heard of. Mr. Dynamite, Sex Machine, The Minister of the New Super Heavy Funk. These are just some of the names by which the world would eventually know James Joseph Brown Jr. for. He is the revolutionary music figure who was born on this day, May 3rd, in 1933. 87 years ago today, another guy you might have heard of. 1936 was the year New York Yankee Joe DiMaggio makes his major league debut and gets 3 hits.
Awesome.
Nice, huh? 86 years ago today, 1937, American author Margaret Mitchell won a Pulitzer Prize for her enormously popular novel, Gone with the Wind, which was made into an Academy Award-winning motion picture 2 years later, even though she didn't give a damn.
Have you guys watched Gone with the Wind?
Never seen it in my life.
No.
Nope.
I have.
Yeah.
Years ago.
I have too. Oh, I was a kid.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend. Her mom was obsessed. Her whole house was Gone with the Wind themed.
Really?
Oh,
wow.
yeah. She made me sit down and watch the whole thing.
Who's the lead in that? Liz Taylor or am I wrong?
No. Scarlett O'Hara.
Okay.
Yeah, you go. Mm-hmm. 71 years ago today.
Or wait, is that her character? That was her character.
Yeah.
Dang it. What's her name? It's not Liz, though. Taylor. Somebody will know out there.
Liz Taylor was in Giant with James Dean.
So, oh, continue on. I'll find out.
Look it up, Franny. 71 years ago today, 1952, the Kentucky Derby, the most prestigious American horse race, was televised nationally in the United States for the very first time. The winning horse was Hill Gale, ridden by jockey Eddie Arcaro. 44 years ago today, 1979, Margaret Thatcher was elected the first female prime minister of Great Britain. She was sworn in the next day. Margaret passed away, unfortunately. 2013 was the year, 1 year after Meryl Streep won a Best Actress Oscar for playing her in The Iron Lady. Great movie, too, by the way. 50 years ago today, 1973, the Sears Tower was completed in Chicago and officially certified as the world's tallest building. It's 1,450 feet and 110 stories tall, or 1,730 feet if you count the antennas that are on top. Until then, the World Trade Center, the Twin Towers, of course, in New York, held that record, and the current tallest building in the world is the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Burj Khalifa, is that it? It is 2,717 feet tall. By the way, if Saudi Arabia has anything to say about it, they could eventually take that over. The Jeddah Tower, which is hit construction delays a few years ago, when it's completed, it will be 3,280 feet tall.
Wow. Imagine taking an elevator there.
No, thank you.
How long does that take, huh?
10 minutes.
I bet you they go like super speeds over there.
I'm sure. 47 years ago today, 1976, Aerosmith released their fourth album, Rocks, featuring Greek's theme song, Back in the Saddle. By the way, giving away Aerosmith tickets today, too.
Tickets
How
go on
about
sale
that,
Friday at 10 o'clock, so this is win them before you can buy them.
Nice. 45 years ago today, 1978, the first spam email was sent by a digital equipment corporation on one of the predecessors to the internet called ARPANET, which connected users to the west coast of the United States. 37 years ago today, 1986, Dolly Parton officially opened Dollywood Amusement Park to the public. It's in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. They get 2.5 million guests a year and employ 3,000 people. 35 years ago today, 1988, Living Colour released their debut album, Vivid, featuring the Cult of Personality. Might have heard of that one. Pretty good tune. 32 years ago today, in 1991, Dallas aired its season series finale on CBS. Over 33 million people tuned in, making it the 11th highest rated series finale ever, behind Frasier. 26 years ago today, 1997, might have heard of this guy, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson married his girlfriend, Danny Garcia. He was just starting to make it as a pro wrestler at that point and wasn't that famous. They split up 10 years later, but stayed good friends and business partners. In fact, she's an executive producer on a lot of his movies, including Rampage, Jumanji, Baywatch, and Shazam. 21 years ago today, in 2002, Spider-Man was released, the Tobey Maguire version. And finally, 5 years ago today, in 2018, the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences announced that they were kicking out Bill Cosby and Roman Polanski. It was the first time they had ever removed anyone from their membership. And that's what happened on this day, May 3rd, in our history.
Thank you so much, Jim. We do it once a show to reflect on the day that we are actually in, and maybe it brings a good memory or a bad one. But if it does, it rocks your boat. Jimmy, we got somebody on hold?
Yeah, we got a couple people on hold, and we're going to start with our good friend, Vaughn. Hey, Vaughn, what's going on, pal?
Hello, Governor. Hey. What's going on?
What's up, Vaughn? How are you, buddy?
Same as different day. Getting a little nervous because I fly out to Colorado tomorrow morning.
Why are you scared?
And ain't never been on a damn plane longer than 30 minutes.
Really? Oh, no kidding.
It's a great experience. You'll have a good time. Don't even think about
What
it.
is that, like 4? I'm doing that next week.
Say about four and a half, 5 hours?
Is that 4 hours?
I'm flying out of Orlando, into Denver. It's about, 4 hours.
What are you going for? The weed?
Because my girlfriend said so.
Wow.
Crack that whip.
She said so.
Wow. You seem like you really found love on a two-way street. You're ready to go.
Well, it was just basically she heard me talking to my best friend about my birthday, it's coming up in July and where I wanted to go. And she's like, oh, well, we can go here and then go there and for your birthday. I'm like, okay, so I'm going to Colorado this week, and then for my birthday, we're supposed to be going to Mexico and Costa Rica. So
that's fantastic.
Good for you.
Like bad trade.
Are you in my diary? What's going on here? Because I'm going to Denver next week, and I'm taking my husband to Costa Rica for his birthday. Are me and you on the same wavelength? What's up, Vaughn?
Hopefully not.
Did we lose Vaughn again?
Vaughn, you there? Well, he's taking a trip to Colorado tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah. I think we lost him.
Yeah,
See you there, Vaughn.
Yeah. He's still connected.
Yeah, he's still there, but he's not talking.
Yeah, his phone hasn't been.
He probably got a text when his girlfriend
hasn't been so good.
Yeah.
Well, he tried calling earlier. He said the lines were busy too, and I said, "No, it must be your phone, bitch."
We have somebody
it's
else.
his phone. Yeah, we got our buddy Mike from Green Acres checking in with us. Hey, Mike, what's going on, pal?
Hey, Jimmy. Hey, happy Hump Day, Greek, and happy belated birthday, Franny.
Thank you, Mike. Happy Hump Day to you.
Sure. I was ready to go to breakfast. So I figured I'd better give you a call because I got doctors for the next 2 days, and I don't have time to call.
All right. Well, I hope everything goes well with you as you go to your doctor.
Thanks for fitting us in.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I wanted to just tell Rick a quick story about the arcade. I told you about these arcades.
Yes.
They're, so I went to this one in my town in Green Acres, and I went in I put $200 in the machine, and I was up to actually $750, but I don't know how to walk away. So I figured, okay, maybe it'll go up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it came down. It came down a little. I did walk away with $500. So
that's great.
I did. Yeah, I made $300. I made some money at bingo on Monday at where I live, and then I called my sister because she wants to go down to Pompano. She says, "Oh, now that you called and you made some money, let's set a date and let's go."
That's great.
So, getting one of these days, I'll get down to Harris and bring a little extra cash.
That's good, buddy. I'm glad you won some money, and I hope everything goes with the doctor. I'm sure it will.
Oh yeah, no, these are easy doctors. These are just it's infusions. I got low iron, so I'm doing iron infusions right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I've done it before. It's not the end of the world. So.
All right. Well,
I
again,
just want to say hello.
Hi.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike.
And thanks for the birthday wishes to Franny. Appreciate that. And,
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, just stay out of trouble, and I hope you keep winning money. And give us a call when you got time again. How's that?
Will do. All the time.
All right, brother. Peace.
Take care, Mike. Guess who's checking back in with us? Hey, Vaughn.
New
My
phone?
bad. I got a fat face and put my phone on mute.
What'd you do?
He put his phone on mute with his face.
By the way, I know you're from Florida, right? You're native?
Unfortunately.
No. When you go out to Colorado, you're going to need one of these things called a sweatshirt, just to give you an idea. It gets cool at night.
It does, yeah. It'll probably be like in the 40s at night from what I've seen.
I would imagine.
She told me, like, what the weather's going to be. She's like, it's going to be like 70, 80. I'm like, oh, great. I'm fine. Take some shorts.
Yeah.
And she's like, at night, it's going to get down to like 40, like low 40s, high 50s.
Oh, you'll be
That's
inside.
kinda comfortable for me.
Yeah, you'll be inside. It's not like you're sleeping out in the woods, and you got her. So you got enough heat.
Yeah, but when you're in Colorado, you got to spend the time outdoors.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Are you sleeping outdoors, Vaughn?
He's not going to sleep.
No, what I'm saying, like, he's not going to be inside the whole time. I'm sure he's going to be taking in the scenery.
He's blown out. He don't even know where the hell he is.
Oh, all right. Fair enough.
Be in the mountains. So
aren't you glad you called back, Vaughn?
Vaughn, Vaughn, I haven't been before. I know it's going to be my first time too. But everybody that I've talked to highly recommends going to Golden, and that's actually where we're going to stay. It's outside of Colorado, Golden, Colorado. They say it looks like straight out of a movie. It's supposed to be beautiful there.
I know we're staying in Denver. That is as much as I know.
Yeah,
and we pick up the truck when we get there. But I'm just excited. But that's not why I called. I called because you should have a segment, if G is okay with it and the big wigs approve it, things that we can get G to look up on Google and see what his reaction will be. And I have his first Google search should be the Panamanian Petting Zoo. Google that and get G's reaction.
You know that Greek does not have a computer in front of him, right?
No, he doesn't Google. That's what Franny's here for.
Yes. Like, Greek has nothing in front of him except a bottle of water. So
Ever.
Or tell Greek to ask Siri. Siri, what is a Panamanian Petting Zoo?
Stick with your Colorado trip, bro. And they got sports betting out there, so bet the Heat Saturday.
That should answer your question.
Yeah. Bet the Heat on Saturday. They just legalized sports betting out there, so bet the Heat and
in Colorado.
and smoke a joint. Have a great time.
I need a mushroom, whatever you want. They do it all.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want out there.
I'll call you Friday. Have a good one.
Bye, Vaughn. Have fun.
Have a good trip, buddy. We miss you already.
Yeah, like an audit.
So the fan voting was over, I believe, on Friday for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and we got some news.
Oh, all right.
I was actually quite surprised that somebody wasn't on the list that I saw because she was in the top for a long time. Now, G-Man, your absolute favorite, George Michael.
Gotta have faith.
Yes, you gotta have faith. So the 2023 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and he was on the top like the whole entire time. These are going to be your 2023 inductees, which include Sheryl Crow, Rage Against the Machine, The Spinners. Of course, I mentioned George Michael, Kate Bush, Missy Elliott, Willie Nelson. But the one I was surprised that was always almost neck and neck was Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah.
Right?
She was.
So she was there with them, but yeah, they have that all-star class, and of course, Willie is celebrating. I am so surprised he's not in already.
Yeah, so am I.
Mm-hmm.
His 90th birthday last week. He's doing this tour right now.
God bless.
Yeah, they're actually going to be coming. The Outlaw Tour? They're going to be coming to the amphitheater, I think, this fall. But yeah, this is going to be going on. They're going to be officially anointed on November 3rd. And this is the 38th Annual Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And then on top of these inductees that you have, they said that they're going to have other people there that are going to make it into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, including hip hop founding DJ, Father DJ Kool Herc, I believe, Link Ray, who is a guitar great, and then Shaka Khan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So those are all the people you've been looking forward to. But yeah, I think, if there's anybody on there, like I know Iron Maiden was on the list. There's a lot of people that were like, man, they absolutely should have made it.
Yeah.
But that's who they voted for. So yes, you had the fan vote, but then you also had the bigwigs with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame who put it in their vote too. And that's how they ended up coming up with these inductees this year.
And sometimes when you hear the names, I know I am, I'm surprised, like when I hear it sometimes, that they're not in already. Like you said about Willie Nelson. But he was a country singer, and I think years ago people was like, it's a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. People get confused. But
yeah,
that's
but they've
changed.
had all kinds. I mean, they've had hip-hop, and they have had country and stuff like that. I think the reason why it just kind of really lately has come to light is because of Dolly Parton. When she was like, no thanks. And and then she eventually did get inducted, and now she's creating a rock album.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
And again, the fans vote, and then they have a panel that also votes. And I think the actual night is November 3rd.
Yes, I said that, yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. I knew it. But so that'll be cool. But I am surprised about Cyndi Lauper because it seems like everybody likes her.
Yeah. Bryan Adams, he's not in. Alice in Chains, not in. Greg Allman, America, Anthrax, Argent. I'm just going through. I just did a quick search on bands. There's 137 of them, and I'm not going to go. Asia is not in. Bachman Turner Overdrive, Bad Company. There's a... Surprised they're not in. They were legendary in their day. B-52s.
I know there's a lot of people, but so
The
in the
Black
front,
Crowes.
in the front of the pack, like I mentioned, George Michael, who did get in, but second place with the fan vote was Cyndi Lauper, not in. Very, very surprised. Also, a couple people who you would think are bands. Iron Maiden, as I mentioned, not in, did not make it into the inductees. And Soundgarden, I was surprised too. Soundgarden is not in, and they didn't make it this year.
Yeah, that's surprising. John Bon Jovi, another one not in. Boston, come on. Wow.
I think, but the group is probably in. Maybe he's not in solo. But Bon Jovi.
It could be.
Maybe.
It could be, yeah.
But B-52s, I thought I remembered him 2 years ago.
I don't know. I'm going by UCR, Classic Rock and Culture. Let's see what year this is. Watch, it'd be like 1972. This article is from, but that's according to that. It was a quick Google search I did.
Yeah, I thought they were in a couple years ago. I couldn't be mistaken.
Yeah, this might be old.
Yeah, again, Cyndi Lauper, I'm shocked. But like you said, the fans voted
And
in.
Iron Maiden and Soundgarden, I'm surprised, very surprised. I love Rage. I mean, obviously these people are deservingly so, but I think some people would be like, all right, this person should have made it over this person. Sure. But it's just not our vote. And that's who made the top of the list for the fan votes was George Michael, Cyndi Lauper. That's how it went in order. I believe Iron Maiden and Soundgarden.
Do you know how many artists are allowed to get in each year? Because, I mean, I think that's part of it too, right? I mean, simply the fact that there's only so many seats that they have each year or so many votes that they can put in each year.
It's like sports.
Yeah. I mean, there's only so many. It's, there a lot of times we hear with the Hall of Fame, Football Hall of Fame, and you think, wow, he's not in. Well, yeah, they can only vote in so many a year,
Yeah, and I think like what happens is they go up, another time every year, and then they try to get it. Baseball, it happens to guys, they don't get in, and then maybe when they're a little bit older, they get in for like old time stuff. They put one guy in from like years ago that missed. But it's interesting, like you said, and I guess obviously the panel has more juice than the fans.
Yeah, they have a lot of people who vote over there. And thank you so much on the text line 47142. Started off with Real Radio. Scarlett O'Hara was played by Vivian Lee.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
so thank you.
I would never got that. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Wednesday, and we're going to come up to the 11 o'clock hour where you'll get a new keyword, but also you're going to get some Florida stories. Francis, what do we have?
Man, this woman makes me upset because she wasted a perfectly good glass of wine, and then we have and then we have an incident
How dare she? What's wrong with her?
And a guy won a poker tournament at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, but there's a twist to this. People are not happy about this situation. And then something really cool. We have a discovery in the Dry Tortugas, which is just off like Key West over there. I'll fill you in with all the details when we come back on Real Radio 92.1.
We're everywhere you need to be. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through our Wednesday. Another warm one with temperatures in the 80s. A weak front boundary is making its way south, so we could see a few thin high clouds through the day. It's bringing drier air. Our overnight lows will fall into the low 60s again to start your Thursday morning, but we're back in the 80s tomorrow afternoon under a sunny sky.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com, and I sell custom blinds designed for do-it-yourselfers. Unlike stock blinds offered at big box most retailers, Blindster blinds are custom made for your windows and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
The biggest horse race of the year is here, and there's no better time to get in on the action with FanDuel Racing, because right now all customers can get a no-sweat derby bet up to $20. That means you'll get up to $20 back if your win bet doesn't win. The FanDuel Racing app is super easy to use, safe, and secure, and when you win, you get paid fast. So don't miss out. The Derby is coming up this Saturday. It's the most watched horse race in the world and the longest continuously running sports event in the country. Get in on the excitement and tradition of the Run for the Roses this Saturday. The FanDuel Racing app has all the horse racing action. Visit racing.fanduel.com/DerbyFL for your chance to get a no-sweat derby bet up to $20 on FanDuel Racing. That's racing.fanduel.com/DerbyFL. Age and residency restrictions apply. Offer valid on first Derby win wager. Refund issued in non-withdrawable racing site credit that expires on 6/12/23. Restrictions apply. See terms at racing.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I studied Spanish in college and never got fluent. But then I tried Babbel.
Want the most effective way to learn another language? In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons will have you learning another language in as little as 3 weeks.
Babbel is all conversation-based, so it gets you speaking quickly about things you actually talk about in the real world.
You'll really see a difference in how you can speak and how conversational you can be in just a few weeks.
Babbel isn't just lessons. You can listen to podcasts, play games, watch videos. You can even take live online classes with a language teacher. There are so many ways to learn with Babbel.
The lessons online and in the app make it easy to learn from pretty much anywhere.
University studies have shown that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a semester of college Spanish. If you want to learn a new language, there's no better way than Babbel. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Hey, it's Franny. You know how much I love working for iHeartMedia, and we're looking for a couple superstars to join our sales team. If you have a passion for creating solutions to help businesses grow, a desire to win, and want to work for the biggest and best media company in the country, right here in West Palm Beach, then iHeartMedia is a place for you. It's time for the next step in your career with iHeartMedia. Send your resume to mynewcareer@iheartmedia.com. That's mynewcareer@iheartmedia.com.
Hey, it's the Greek. There are many tequilas out there, but when you want the best, your selection should be Tequila 512. A sipping tequila that's so greatly priced, it's also perfect for margaritas. Tequila 512 is perfect addition to make a normal night a special night. Whether you like tequila neat or mixed with cocktails, the best choice is Tequila 512. Every spirit has its moment. Today it's tequila. Your choice should be Tequila 512. Peace.
Shoppers, this is your local sweet corn farmer letting you know that Florida sweet corn is in season. Grown right here by farmers just like me, these golden cobs of sunshine are already in the produce section, waiting to go home to your family's dinner table. For all your local grown in-season foods and ingredients, ask for Fresh from Florida or look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo. Learn more at followfreshfromflorida.com. And happy eating.
Give your small business one tech solution that checks all the boxes. It's all here with the Comcast Business Complete Connectivity Solution. It's cyber threat security for peace of mind. Check. The power of the largest, fastest, reliable network for small business. That's a triple box check right there. And save up to 75% a year on your wireless bill with Comcast Business Mobile. Check and cha-ching. It's everything you need to keep your business connected. From the company powered by the next generation 10G network. The complete connectivity solution. Get started for just $40 a month for 12 months with no annual contract when you add mobile. And ask about an $800 prepaid card. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 5/21/23. Restrictions apply. Requires EcoBill AutoPay and new 100 megabits per second and Security Edge service. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Compares weighted average of top 3 carriers. Savings vary. After 12 months, regular rates apply.
Listening to this station on your free iHeartRadio app could put $5,000 in your pocket.
No way! Are you kidding me?
Open your app and search this station to be instantly qualified for the cash.
Yay! Thank you so much.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all the music, radio, and podcasts you love.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/radio. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/radio. That's 4hims.com/radio for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/RADIO.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
If you're getting on 95 right now, looking good throughout Palm Beach County, accident-free. And in West Palm, 15-minute ride southern to PGA Turnpike. A similar story. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. If you're like many people, you may think custom blinds is a job for expensive professionals. Well, at Blindster, if you have a tape measure and a screwdriver, you can install our custom blinds and save big. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
Hundred 747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. For $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword check at realradio921.com. That's check. Enter it now at realradio921.com.
Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is the Penthouse, and it is a Wednesday, WWGD Day. And don't forget, 11:45, we got one of the hottest tickets around coming at you. Aerosmith, we got tickets for that today because that's going to be huge. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And good morning to Francis.
Hi, and good morning to you.
And some Florida stories.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
So this is pretty dang cool, and I have always wanted to go snorkeling or diving here. It's the Dry Tortugas National Park. So archaeologists have found the remains of a 19th century quarantine hospital and cemetery on that submerged island. If you've never been there, that's the Florida Dry Tortugas National Park in the Gulf of Mexico. You can take a ferry there from Key West. I think it's not that far away. But they say while only one grave has been identified, historical records indicate that dozens of people, mostly U.S. soldiers stationed at Fort Jefferson, may have been buried at that site in the waters just west of Key West, Florida. The group that included Park Cultural Resource staff, the National Park Services Submerged Resource Center, and Southeast Archaeological Center and graduate students made the discovery during a survey of Fort Jefferson Post Cemetery that began last August. So they're doing a bit more research. They're going to be going there. So I do believe from what I've heard that it is not open right now to the public because they got a lot going on. But just a very cool, interesting discovery. And then we have a Florida man who won a poker tournament. We're like, all right, well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
What's the issue here? This is at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Dave Hughes, 70 years old, entered the $250 no-limit Texas Hold'em event with a prize pool up to $17,450.
Nice job, Dave.
Yeah. So out of 83 of the competitors that entered the tournament, 82 of them were women. And the last one was Hughes.
He ended up defeating Diana Sabaton, I believe, at the end, taking home $5,555. Well, the reason why it was all women is because it was a women's tournament, but he was allowed to enter because Florida casinos are prohibited from banning men from entering women's tournaments. And this is according to an anti-discrimination law. So this is including like the World Series of Poker ladies event. They have a $10,000 buy-in tournament and women receive a 90% discount in hopes of keeping men from entering.
Okay.
And the guy was like, screw you, I'm still entering. So he did. He did. And women are not. They're kind of salty about this. They're really upset. They're like, listen, I understand that there's a law against it, but come on, guy. There's 82 of us and you're going to go and join in. But I mean, you know, what real advantage does he have in poker?
None. I mean, I don't know. People will debate this for hours, but I don't know if he has an advantage. He's just a guy who saw a loophole and took it.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
And he said, I love ladies only poker tournaments.
Sure, that's shocking.
So, yeah.
And they can't stop it. I mean, vice versa. I mean, there's no way you can stop it on the other side if there's all men and then a female wants to get in. It's a little shy. And maybe somebody might say, well, I would feel bad. But some people are like, no, I was there and I won fair and square.
Yeah.
There's no physical difference.
No.
It's all mental. It's all, the skill of the game.
Yeah.
So if you can do it, great. Go for it.
I just think that they're just like, he's probably, I don't know. I think they're just looking at it kind of like a DB kind of move.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, and you can't say too much because then you'd be like, well, what's the big deal? You know what I mean? It goes back and forth, but the guy won and he could have lost.
And then not just one, but two women have now been accused of throwing drinks at U.S. Representative Matt Gaetz. The most recent happened on Saturday. Selena Chambers, Tallahassee, ended up throwing a glass of wine at the Republican congressman during an event in Miramar and shouted all kinds of curse words at him. This is according to the Walton County Sheriff's Office on their Facebook post. They said, we cannot allow an environment where you can throw things at elected officials because you don't like them. No matter your political affiliation, this is not the way to conduct yourself and will not be tolerated. And I do agree. You should not throw anything at anybody. But man, oh man. As like I said, so they were like hanging out. This is gala. It was at the South Walton Beaches Food and Wine Festival. Mm-hmm. And a woman just walked up to him and went, red wine all in the face.
That's not good.
No. They said back in 2019, a woman was sentenced to 15 days in federal custody for throwing a sports drink at his face.
Oh.
So he probably just looks like he's just dry.
Those energy drinks could be
well, he is, from Florida. It's hot down here. So.
It's hot. The sports drink, whatever, cool him off. But man, why waste a good glass of wine? So she did get arrested as well, this woman who just did this on Saturday. So Selena Chambers is hanging out in jail right now. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. We do it twice a show, 11:05 and 1:05. Don't forget, in this hour, we got a huge giveaway for you at 11:45. Aerosmith tickets. You are going to want to win them. It's a great time. And a band that you may never see again because it's their farewell tour. Mm-hmm. So get ready, people. That's coming at you at 11:45.
By the way, we were talking in the last segment about the inductees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And, of course, Aerosmith there. We're giving away those tickets. Here's somebody that might make the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame someday. Shaq. He's got a new song out. It's his first rap release since the 90s has arrived. And it's a collaboration with emerging hip-hop artist Blackway called King Talk. Want a little sample of it?
Sure.
All right, here's the Shaq Man going at it.
That's good. King Talk. Pretty good. That's King Talk. What you know about that King Talk? Yeah. Walking like a king, you. Talking like a king, you. I got the crown on my head and it's because I deserve it.
They ain't never running like this.
I was going to say, that didn't sound like Shaq. Here he is.
Kiss the ring. My girl riding with the king, Coretta Scott. I'm always the subject, but soon as I walk in the room, they just switch up the topic. But you looking like milk, they don't know if you got it. You don't. Sitting on my throne with luxury. I don't need your company, cause I woke up and bought 2 companies, man, that's hard. I'm telling you now, don't with me. Life as they check in the mirror in the morning, I only see me in front of me. Wait, gotta wait.
Produced by Coco, the song features a full verse, as you're hearing some of it right there, from O'Neal. Bow down and kiss the ring, he says on the track. O'Neal says in a statement shared with People that he and Coco have been sending beats back and forth for a minute now, and after he heard King talk for the first time, I knew it. I had to jump on it. I've been waiting for the perfect moment for a collab with Blackway, and this is
So that's
it.
the other rapper on there, Blackway?
Yep.
Okay.
And apparently, this is the type of record that gets me hyped up like I'm walking out for Game 7 of the finals, according to O'Neal. O'Neal first teased the song on February 7th on his Twitter and Instagram and TikTok accounts in an animated video to celebrate James' scoring record. So the King part of it is about LeBron James. The Lakers legend says the lyrics and vibe of the song were so perfect for the moment when LeBron James set the NBA scoring record, and O'Neal had to share it with the world, he said. So a king recognizes a king, O'Neal adds to that. So how about that? Shaq back in the studio pumping out some music for you people. Shaq. Shaq Attack. Not bad, huh? I kind of like it.
I think it'd be good if you had Barkley in there, too.
Yeah,
Maybe a little drop.
Yeah.
It is the Penthouse. It is a Wednesday. We got Aerosmith tickets coming at you, 11:45. We're going to get into the writer's strike. And is Jimmy Fallon in trouble with his staff? So much more in the Penthouse. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory.
A lot of cities and states are trying to ban gas leaf blowers now. You have one of these noisy things, Dieter.
I needed this thing. I'm so happy I have this. All my neighbors come outside. They go, what the hell's going on here? Did a plane just land? The power this thing has, I needed it. You want to try to ban that? You can try to pry it from my cold, dead hands, Rover.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through our Wednesday. Another warm one with temperatures in the 80s. A weak front boundary is making its way south, so we could see a few thin high clouds through the day. It's bringing drier air. Our overnight lows will fall into the low 60s again to start your Thursday morning, but we're back in the 80s tomorrow afternoon under a sunny sky.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer over 50 different custom window treatments, including faux wood blinds and shutters, all at prices less than retail. Plus, we'll send you free samples before you buy. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
The Penthouse is brought to you by Tequila 512.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Heart failure, carpal tunnel syndrome, shortness of breath, stomach issues, lower back pain. How does it all add up? If you have heart failure and any of those seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, it's time to talk with your cardiologist and get the full picture. They may add up to transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy. ATTR-CM is a rare and underdiagnosed disease. Recognize the signs and discuss them with your doctor soon. Learn more at connectwithyourheart.com. That's connectwithyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Cinco de Mayo is here this Friday at Duffy Sports Grill. Join the fiesta with games, giveaways, and great deals on margaritas and twin tacos starting at just $3. What could be better than ice-cold drinks and fiery tacos? See you at Duffy's this Cinco de Mayo.
Hey, it's the Greek. There are many tequilas out there, but when you want the best, your selection should be Tequila 512. A sipping tequila that's so greatly priced, it's also perfect for margaritas. Tequila 512 is perfect addition to make a normal night a special night. Whether you like tequila neat or mixed with cocktails, the best choice is Tequila 512. Every spirit has its moment. Today it's tequila. Your choice should be Tequila 512. Peace.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now. now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code LIMO for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code LIMO for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code LIMO.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. For over 26 years, we've been making storm catcher screens, the leading hurricane safety product on the market, protecting over 90,000 Florida homes in communities just like yours. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure, Storm Smart's here to stay. Day in and day out, we'll be here, working harder to make sure you can breathe a little easier. SMART is protecting our community today and tomorrow.
And now, a couple of corny facts. Number 1, there are about 800 kernels in each ear of corn. Number 2, an ear of corn always has an even number of rows. And number 3, Florida sweet corn season ends in June. June? What? Why didn't anybody tell me that it was going to...
Oh, well, I guess that's a wrap.
It's sweet corn season in Florida. Stop on your way home and get some before it's gone. See more seasonal produce at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
If you're getting on 95 right now, looking good throughout Palm Beach County, accident-free. And in West Palm, 15-minute ride southern to PGA Turnpike. A similar story. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Service Experts Heating and Air Conditioning.
Sweating a broken AC? There's an expert for that.
Let your local experts at Service Experts Heating and Air Conditioning keep you cool with the Advantage program for just one low monthly payment. Call 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Only iHeartRadio gives you access to all of your favorite Best of all, it doesn't cost a thing. Download the absolutely free iHeartRadio app now.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Aerosmith tickets, 11:45. WWGD, 1:35. A lot going on. Your chance for keyword. Let's make it happen. We had a winner last week. Let's get another one today on Real Radio. Who doesn't want a grand in their hand? Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
So there is a writer's strike in Hollywood. Francis talked about it yesterday. It's official. And there was a couple of people yesterday, famous people, who went out and supported the writer's strike. Rob Lowe went out there. His son is a writer. Jay Leno was out there handing out donuts. But Jimmy Fallon, somebody on his staff, put him on blast on social media and just said, hey, Jimmy, where were you? You're not helping us. And they also feel that there are a couple late-night hosts who have said that they were going to pay their staff. Jimmy Fallon did not say that. I mean, again, that's debatable. Should he have to pay for his staff? I mean, that's not really his problem, but some people feel like that. But when it went on social media, and this one girl did say, hey, we went bowling last week, and that was nice, but that can't pay my rent. And then I guess after next week, they don't have health insurance. So we'll see what happens with Jimmy Fallon, how he responds, or if he doesn't even respond. Do you think Jimmy Fallon should pay for his staff? Even though he makes big money, one may not have anything to do with the other. They are trying to work this out, and hopefully it gets done. Also, there will be no Saturday Night Live this week. Pete Davidson was supposed to come back, and he's not going to come back.
Well, yeah, and it's because of that. That's exactly why he's not coming back, is because of this strike. And they said, that they're going to have repeats until further notice. So it's not just him. It's
everybody
until the strike ends. Yeah.
Yeah, some of the other shows affected. The writer's room for Abbott Elementary was supposed to convene yesterday, but that didn't happen. This could affect how many episodes they'll able to produce in season 3. Writers that were working on season 6 of Cobra Kai have put their pencils or their iPads down for now. Writing on season 3 as Showtime's Yellow Jackets has also been halted. But all the scripts for season 2 of Game of Thrones spinoff House of the Dragon have been turned in, and filming has already begun. So that's expected to continue and shouldn't be affected. But yeah, as you said, Saturday Night Live is off for this week. Some other shows. The Daily Show was out last week. Tonight is done. Real Time with Bill Maher is done. Gutfield on Fox will not shut down, though. I guess they don't need writers. But apparently those are some of the other shows that are going to be affected by the writer's strike, which, of course, is over about money.
Do you think Jimmy Fallon should have to pay for his staff when they are out of work? Call us, 877-927-6969. Do you guys have any opinion on it?
I don't. I think if obviously if they have the passion to strike and they feel like they should be getting paid more and whatever the case may be, then I say go for it. I don't understand why Jimmy, out of all of them, is not on their side with it, seeing as he was a writer for a long time too, and he writes his own stuff, and he was a writer for SNL when he was on there as well, as a cast member. But I don't have much of an opinion when it comes to it.
Jimmy, any thoughts?
I'd like to hear his side of it before I make an opinion on it, because I don't know why he wasn't there. He typically, I would think that he would, right? So that would be my initial reaction, that I would think that he would. So I'd like to know why. If he really feels that they don't deserve the money, then that's his side of it, and then we can make judgment then. But until then, I'd like to hear what it is. I don't think he should be responsible. No, I think he will. He seems to be that type of guy that, in the end, he might end up doing something coming out of pocket for it. But again, I'm kind of assuming something that I shouldn't in that particular case. But I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he does. But I don't think he should. No, I don't think that should be an obligation. That's like asking you going on strike and asking your manager to pay for, you being out on strike. You chose to strike. That's up to you. Now the idea is to get something better in the long run, and good for you if that's what needs to be done. I'm not going to poo-poo on that, but it certainly isn't his responsibility. What do you think, Greek? I don't know.
No, I don't think you should. But I give this girl, that went out there and put her name out there on this and everything and call him out. That's a pretty big thing. And I think when they go back, which I think they'll eventually will. I think it'll be a little weird with him and her, obviously. That you called him out. But his situations, people think to do things like that. I don't know how beneficial that would be for her career going forward. And of course, when you're on strike, you're not happy. You're not getting paid, obviously. And you got to feed your family and take care of your bills like everybody else. But I don't know if that's the best way to do it. But some people feel it is. Put somebody on blast and maybe they're going to help, or maybe he has some influence, different things like that. But I don't know if it ever helps when you call somebody out, especially if it's your boss. I don't think that's a great thing. 877-927-6969. We had, what do you think the hottest ticket is in South Florida this weekend? Is it the Panthers playoffs? Is it the Heat playoffs? Is it the Formula One races? That's 5 through 7 this weekend. Or is it Sunfest? Same thing, 5 through 7. Cinco de Mayo is on Friday night. There's going to be parties all over the place. Don't forget, Monroe's and Palm Beach, they got a huge party happening. Get over there and have a great time and enjoy yourself with the beautiful ladies and celebrate until 5 a.m. Monroe's and Palm Beach Cinco de Mayo party. It is the Greek, Jimmy, and Francis. It is a Wednesday, so we're going to come back with a trifecta. And we're going to come back with a chance for you to win tickets to Aerosmith. Only on the Penthouse, only on Real Radio.
You're listening to Real Radio, available everywhere you want to listen. Yeah, even there. On our free iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through our Wednesday. Another warm one with temperatures in the 80s. A weak front boundary is making its way south, so we could see a few thin high clouds through the day. It's bringing drier air. Our overnight lows will fall into the low 60s again to start your Thursday morning, but we're back in the 80s tomorrow afternoon under a sunny sky.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. DQ presents The Sound of Summer Calling. Hey, it's me, Summer. You gotta get to DQ for the new Summer Blizzard menu, like new peanut butter puppy chow and the return of s'mores. Okay, see ya. Get it in the app. DQ, happy tastes good.
Fast food doesn't always have to sound like this. When you buy fresh from Florida, fast food can sound like this. Make quick and easy family meals with the tastiest flavors of Florida. Look for the sunny, fresh from Florida logo where you shop and find delicious, refreshing recipes for what's in season at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach, open 7 days a week. Beautiful ladies, 5-star menu. And this Friday, May 5th, it's Cinco de Mayo party like you've never seen before. Tequila shots plus taco specials and lime jello wrestling. It's Cinco de Mayo only like Monroe's could do. Friday, May 5th, put it in your calendar. Plus tequila shots and taco specials. Where do you want to celebrate Cinco de Mayo? It's Monroe's. Peace.
Place your bid and pay 30, 40, up to 50% less during our used car mega sale at Craig's End's pre-auction sales center. Choose from over 700 economy cars, family cars, sports cars, luxury cars, trucks, and sport utility vehicles at up to 50% less than their original MSRP. And all qualifying vehicles are backed with a 30-day return policy for your peace of mind. Need credit? Get pre-approved in seconds online at preauctionsalescenter.com. Plus, we want to buy your car and pay you thousands more than it's worth. Pay up to 50% less during our used car mega sale at Craig's End's pre-auction sales center on 441 just south of Sheridan Street in Hollywood. Click preauctionsalescenter.com or call 844-MY-PRICE. Open till midnight.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Heart failure, carpal tunnel syndrome, shortness of breath, stomach issues, lower back pain. How does it all add up? If you have heart failure and any of those seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, it's time to talk with your cardiologist and get the full picture. They may add up to transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy. ATTR-CM is a rare and underdiagnosed disease. Recognize the signs and discuss them with your doctor soon. Learn more at connectwithyourheart.com. That's connectwithyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com, and I sell custom blinds designed for do-it-yourselfers. Unlike stock blinds offered at big box retailers, Blindster blinds are custom made for your windows and shipping is free. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
For more information about contests on the station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Hey, this is Franny, and I'm going into the summer more confident than ever because I went to Begin a New Med Spa and received laser hair removal on my bikini line and underarms. So I will have no worries rocking my bathing suit at the beach or on the boat. The treatment has my skin noticeably smoother and hair-free. Laser hair removal is just one of the many things that Begin Anew offers. Feeling drab, not sleeping well, maybe suffering from a low libido? Well, ask them about their Optimal Wellness program. I've been on the program for over a year, and my body and mind are feeling the best. And right now, it's only $149 with qualifying insurance. If you're looking to drop some pounds before summer, then ask them about their game-changing semaglutide. Their wonderful medical staff will let you know if it's right for you. Begin Anew also has testosterone replacement therapy, body sculpting, and Botox, just to name a few. You can check out all they have to offer, plus their spring specials at beginanewmed.com. And when you book that appointment, let them know that Franny sent you. That's beginanewmed.com.
getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
If you're getting on 95 right now, looking good throughout Palm Beach County, accident-free. And in West Palm, 15-minute ride southern to PGA Turnpike. A similar story. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Florida Power and Light.
My name is Chrissy Lee. I have worked for FPL for 7 years. Solar is a stable fuel source, which will lead to stable bills and ultimately will produce savings for our customers.
Learn how FPL is investing in Florida's future at fpl.com/value.
Extreme mood swings, substance abuse, change in sleeping habits, avoiding friends, family, and the things you used to love, suicidal thoughts. These are just a few of the signs of mental illness, and if you or someone you know is experiencing them, research says that talking about mental health has the power to make a person suffering feel less isolated.
Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Always appreciate you guys listening to us. I am the Greek. Jimmy is here.
Good morning.
And of course, Francis is here.
Hey, what's going on?
And it's time for a Greek's Trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
All right, there was some hockey last night, and you could hear it on Real Radio for the rest of the season. While the Panthers are in the playoffs, it's on Real Radio. It's pretty simple. Panthers, 92-1, put it together. It's a great parlay. And the Panthers won again last night, 4-2, and they were up on the series 1-0. And that's great for the Panthers. Let's see if they can continue on and possibly bring a cup to South Florida. In the NBA last night, the Lakers beat the Warriors. Big game for the Lakers. Anthony Davis dropped in 30. Curry had a chance at the end of the game to tie the game, but he got stuffed. The Knicks ended up beating our Miami Heat, but it was a great game for the Heat because Jimmy Buckets was out, and the Heat only lost by 6. Game 3 is Saturday at 3:30, and that is going to be down here in South Beach. And the Marlins got beat by the Braves, but the Braves guaranteed a victory for Francis's birthday. They went on social media yesterday and said, this is for Franny, and they won 6-0. So hats off to them and what they achieved. And it's always nice when there's a lot of times team like dedicate games and they lose. Braves didn't let us down. They got the W for Francis. Marlins weren't too happy, but what are you going to do? And Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Tequila 512. Peace.
So I got a couple texts in the text line at 47142. Kicked it off with Real Radio. They wanted to let us know because we were talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the inductees of this year, and we'd mentioned last year Dolly Parton, and they were like, hey, just a little trivia. Dolly Parton did a remake of Collective Soul song, Heaven Let Your Light Shine Down. So I got to check that out. And then we got a heads up saying that Jackson Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes' bro, that's always in a bunch of stupid stuff, trouble.
Yeah.
I guess he's been arrested for sexual battery.
Oh.
They said there's a video on Twitter that is circulating right now.
That kid can't get out of his own way. He
Yep.
always has problems last couple of years. And the brother's probably like, you got to be kidding me. He's had problems at the field, after the games. They're interviewing him, and he comes on, in the background. Not a good situation. It really isn't for Mahomes and his family.
Yeah, so I'm looking into it. He's been charged with 3 counts of aggravated sexual battery and a 4th count of battery. He is at the Johnson County Detention Center right now. They said this is an incident that stemmed from an accusation by the owner of an Overland Park restaurant in which he allegedly assaulted her and shoved a waiter in separate incidents. This happened in February. Let's see, at Aspen's Restaurant Bar Lounge in Overland Park, and there's video circulating online showing him kissing the 40-year-old owner of the restaurant. Then they say in March, his lawyer provided the news station with a statement denying the claims. And they were like, well, we provide law enforcement with tools and evidence they need to evaluate these claims against Jackson, which includes a video, because they denied it. They say every interaction between people needs to be placed in the proper context. But releasing a short clip of a video does not provide proper context. So they say that we have faith in the process and look forward to a swift resolution in this matter. So we will see. He has an arraignment hearing today at 1:30.
And Jamie Foxx is still in the hospital, and not good news.
Like, we still don't know what's going on with him, too, right?
No, but friends are saying, please send your prayers.
Yeah, pray for him.
He's been in hospital over 3 weeks. I'm amazed about one thing that they've kept it this quiet, which is good for his privacy and his family. But being in hospital 3 weeks is a long time. And he wasn't sick before that. He was on the set, and then the next thing you know, he's in a hospital. And again, it's 3 weeks, which is a long time, and no details have really been out there. Just been some speculation.
Yeah,
and some
I heard he had a
rumors.
stroke.
Yes.
And yeah, but like you said, they're just saying medical complications, so we don't know exactly.
But 3 weeks is a long time
Yes.
to be in the hospital. And with no word of, hey, maybe he's getting better, or you know what, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And we're just hearing that, send your prayers. So we do send our prayers out there, and hopefully he has a quick recovery. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. What is the hottest ticket this weekend? Is it the Florida Panthers? Is it the Miami Heat? Is it Formula One racing? Or is it Sunfest? Sunfest is this weekend. Believe it or not, people did not realize that. They were like, it's this weekend? I said, yeah, this is it. Sunfest is this weekend. And Cinco de Mayo on Friday. So it's going to be a crazy night. Franny, is that one of the craziest nights of the year in Bar?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it helps that it's on a Friday.
Yeah,
so
sure
it's going to be real nutty. It's good on a Friday. If it falls on a Taco Tuesday, people lose their mind. I guess if it's on a Wednesday, Thursday, it doesn't matter. But I think people are going to let loose. Absolutely, because it's on a Friday.
Which is bigger, St. Patrick's Day or this?
Oh, probably St. Patty's Day.
Really?
I think so, for drinking.
Okay.
You see more block parties. You see more festivals.
Okay.
I mean, I
Parades.
worked a 2-day festival for that.
Okay.
Downtown shuts down half of their road for block parties and stuff like that. You really don't see that many
For Cinco de Mayo.
block parties. Yeah, you see a lot of restaurants, Mexican restaurants that
Yeah.
celebrate. But yeah, other than that, I think St. Patrick's Day is definitely more of a drinking holiday.
What do you think, Jamie?
I think so too. And you add in the element of the not only the typical the stereotype of Irish and drinking, but it's big in the fire department.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's a lot of history in the fire department. It goes back to Irish roots. So
Police
there's
too.
a lot of parades and things
Yeah.
like that. So that really adds into the excitement as far as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be celebrating Cinco de Mayo. That's for sure. We already have some plans. My girlfriend's birthday is going to be coming up soon in a few days. So, yeah, we're going to be getting together for that. And I know a lot of people do. It may kind of not be as busy because, as we mentioned, there's so many things going on this weekend.
Yeah, I saw some.
The kickoff of Sunfest.
Yeah, I saw some photos of Formula One down at Miami Stadium. Jimmy, I don't know if you got a chance to check them out. Unbelievable what they do down there. And the track and everything like that. Just the stands and the amount of money they put into that. And that's a 3-day event, obviously, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But yeah, that would be crazy down at the Hard Rock. And just the stadium itself. There's tennis courts now. Now there's the racing. It's all in our backyard, which is very, very nice and very, very cool. It is an expensive ticket. There's no doubt about it. But it's if you're into that or you want a new experience, it's something that is very, very cool. But it's pricey. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It is very expensive. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. In about 5 minutes, you guys can call us and try to win tickets to Aerosmith. It's their farewell tour, and we are going to have the
I already
tickets
have people hitting me up for those tickets. I was like, listen, we don't have them yet. And if you want them, call. Try to win them. How about that? Or maybe go to realradio921.com/contest. Maybe try to win tickets there, too. But yeah, that's a hot ticket, especially because, like you said, it's their peace out farewell tour. It could be their very last time that they come around. So you never know.
Kentucky Derby this weekend. You can bet it at the Palm Beach Kennel Club starting Friday. Was it 4 or 3 gray horses, Jimmy, yesterday? 4?
Yeah, the article I said or I saw had 4.
I had a couple of my friends say, hey, I'm betting those 4 gray horses. I said, okay, that's good enough. Like anything else?
One's a favorite. 3 of them are long shots. So
yeah, there's a lot of long shots. There always is.
What? There's 20 horses in the field.
Yeah, I think there's like 16.
17 of them are long shots because I think there was only 3 or maybe there was 4 that were single-digit favorites, odds.
Yeah, and then everything else, there's a couple 10 to 1 and then everything else.
Yeah.
And then the odds go up in horse racing. So if a horse starts at 50 to 1, it's never what you buy the ticket at.
Sure.
It's when it goes off. So you guys, if you're going to do anything, do it at the Palm Beach Kennel Club. Always a great place to watch the race, have a good time. They got mint juleps. They got a hat party. They got everything that you guys can check out. We did the Derby years ago. It's something I would put on people's bucket list. It's a lot of fun, but you need a place to stay and you need a lot of patience. And you also need a way to get out of the place.
Yeah.
Very
If you got a
true.
helicopter laying around, that
man.
might be a way to do it. Huh?
That would be clutch because it is a nightmare getting out of there. It really is. So we were speaking a little SNL because of Pete Davidson and what's going on, and we can have this conversation and even go on after the fact. So if you remember certain parts of SNL, and I'm talking about controversial, like one that comes to mind is when Sinead O'Connor ripped up that picture of the Pope.
Yeah.
And she never got asked to come back on SNL.
I think she's the only one.
I think she actually got like written off of life after that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you really did not hear many things. But they're talking about controversial moments. If you remember something specifically that happened, let us know. 1975, Richard Meyer, Chevy Chase. Word association ends on one particular word. They said Lord Michaels called to bring a brilliant controversial comedian, Richard Pryor, to host the 7th episode of SNL Live. Saw NBC scrambling to anticipate and avoid trouble. They said Pryor was the most outspoken and what they call skillfully profane stand-up in America, leading the network to order an unprecedented 10-second delay on the live broadcast because they were afraid of what he was going to say.
10 seconds. That's long.
They said that executives were very nervous. And that unease came to head in the word association sketch where Pryor's job applicant is subjected to they say an exercise by potential employer Chevy Chase, who initially innocent prompts were dog, fast, rain. And those were like the association words. And they said it escalated quite quickly when Chase said something that he shouldn't have said. Let's just say that. And then Pryor unleashed on him, calling him a dead honky. And you can't say that either. And then they were like, oh, no.
It's on.
Oh, no. But yeah, they knew. And that's why they had a 10-second delay.
What do you expect?
Uh-huh. If you can think of anything, there's a lot on here that we can go into. I'm curious because I know a lot of us have been watching SNL for years and years and years. Charles Rocket dropped an F-bomb back in 1981. They did not realize that was going to happen. Andy Kaufman, they said, is voted off Saturday Night Live forever. He was on the very first episode of SNL. And they said master of, but he ended up, they said, he was groundbreaking. He was really great, but he had backstage fights. They said he was just kind of like unhinged. Mm-hmm. They said that there was an episode that Drew Barrymore hosted in which viewers were asked to call one of 2 900 numbers and vote on whether Andy Kaufman should ever appear on SNL. Like they did that following that show because they said it was very inappropriate, his behavior with her. So that's just not one incident. They said it was a bunch with him. But yeah, a lot of things that you couldn't do anymore. Dana Carvey played, there's a skit where he's playing an offensive Asian stereotype. And if you watch the video, you're like, oh,
you can't do that.
Can't do that anymore.
That's done.
Uh-huh.
All right, if you guys have anything, give us a call.
But I tell you, though, I see some of the highlights that they do now with the jokes back and forth on the news segment, right, with Colin Jost and Shay, right?
Michael Che.
Michael Che, right? Some of the stuff that they come up with, wow.
Right on the line.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
But it's 11:30 at night.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess Jimmy Fallon did a blackface Chris Rock impression, and they're like, can't do that anymore.
Oh, yeah.
That was in 2000. Yeah, so a lot of things, they call these controversial, and at the time they weren't, but now they are. Some of them were.
Yeah, a lot of things that you see years ago today you cannot do in any shape or form. Wouldn't be allowed. That's it. They wouldn't even attempt to do it because they'd be like, no way. But we're going to attempt right now to make you guys put a smile on your face. We do it every day, 11:45. We give you the chance to call for tickets to Aerosmith. It's 877-927-6969.
That is all 4 lines. So we're gonna do a group. We're gonna do a group vote right now.
Okay.
All 4 lines because we already had one caller that was on for 4 minutes.
Oh,
the
really?
other 4 lines already started ringing before we gave out the cue to call. So are we gonna take them?
G-Man, I'm going to let you make this call. What do you think? Drop them or take them?
We'll take them.
Okay.
We'll take them.
You're so nice.
Well,
okay.
All right.
Give them a shot. Again, it's Aerosmith. They want to get in.
I know, but there's other people who are waiting for that cue to call, and they were waiting, and then they didn't get in because these people were already there.
I don't make good decisions. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. Don't forget, there's a lot going on this weekend. We will remind you all week, all the stuff that's going on. It's one of those weekends that you say, why is everything this weekend? because you just can't do everything. You can't go to Panther game, Heat game. You can't go to, the Cinco de Mayo is going to be crazy. Sunfest, Formula One. I mean, can there be any more to do? My God. And I'm getting out of Dodge. I'm going to New York, which is crazy. I can follow text messages for the Honda Classic and Sunfest. It's a year that I don't talk to these people. And they'll be like, hey, bro.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Got any tickets?
But come on out. I'll be there Saturday, Sunday for sure. I know we're going to be representing Real Radio on Sunday. You can come by. I'm going to pop by the Real Radio tent. I know Jimmy's going to be there from 4 to 6. I'll be at the Gator tent for some time. Really exciting. And by we, I mean Jimmy and I get to introduce 311 on Sunday.
Wow.
And then I'm going to introduce with Jason, who I do the mornings with on the Gator. We're going to get to introduce the Killers Sunday night.
Wow.
Who's the headlining act. So
You'll be there all day.
Very excited. Yeah, I was going to be there all day anyways, but now I'm put to work a little bit. So
that's great.
I'm excited about it.
Oh, that's fantastic. Again, 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. And we will get you guys on momentarily, and then we'll begin the contest for Aerosmith tickets, their farewell tour. This is it. You ain't going to see them anymore after this. And we're going to make it happen.
We'll see about that.
Okay, okay, I don't know. I have no
It's the Peace Out Tour coming, FLA Live Arena, Friday, October 20th. All right, let's start our contest today, and we are starting with James. James, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, guys.
James, how are you? How long you been listening to Real Radio?
For about a year now still.
Wow, what have you gotten out of the show in the last year?
Well, since I started working at my company, every day I listen to Rover, and then I hear y'all, and I always love what y'all always talk about. It's always good.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much, James. Appreciate those kind words for a year of loyal listening. Let's see if we can get you set up with a pair of tickets to see Aerosmith with special guest the Black Crowes. It is the Peace Out Farewell Tour, Friday, October 20th at FLA Live Arena. We're going to play a little game called He Said, She Said, and this game is super simple. James, I'm going to read you a quote, and you just got to let us know. Did Greek say it? Did Franny say it? Or did I say it? Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, here is your quote. How long was it in for? How long was it in for? Did Greek say that? Did Franny say that? Or did I say that?
How long was it in for? Greek.
Sorry, that one was Miss Francis.
How long was it in for?
Mm-hmm. We don't know. We still don't know
We
either.
don't.
We don't know the answer
Sorry,
to that
James.
question. I was hoping you would let us know, James. Sorry about that, buddy. Next up, we have Eric on the line. Eric, welcome to the Penthouse.
Thank you.
Eric, how are you? We're doing great. Thanks for listening to Real Radio.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate
listening since 2006.
Wow.
2006. Well, we got a long timer here. Let's see if we can get you set up with a pair of tickets to go see Aerosmith. We're going to play a little game called He Said, She Said, Eric. I'm going to read you a quote. Let us know. Did Greek say it? Did Franny say it? Or did I say it? All right, buddy?
Okay.
Here is your quote. Who's pulling it now? Who's pulling it now? Did Greek say that? Did Franny say that? Or did I say that?
I'm going to say you said that.
That's right.
Nice job.
That one was me, and here's what that sounded like. Who's pulling it now? Who's pulling it now? Of course, that is the misspeak wheel.
Got it.
Is I think what we were referencing there. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Eric, great job. I'm going to put you on hold. If you would, hang tight for a couple minutes. I'm going to get back with you off air and get a little bit more info from you. We'll get you set up with those tickets to go see Aerosmith. All right, buddy?
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Good job, Eric.
Yep, and then we'll be back giving away 11:45 tomorrow, same time, same place. Make sure you are tuned in to Real Radio because we always have some goodies. I believe we are once again doing a pair of one-day passes to Sunfest coming up on Friday. I got a couple texts in at 47142. It started off with Real Radio. We were talking about controversial SNL moments. They said Ashley Simpson, her lip syncing failure. I remember that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That hurt her.
And then a couple people chimed in with the whole Jamie Foxx thing, saying that they heard as well that he had a stroke. I had a couple people who text. So I know that's in the rumor mill, but it has not been confirmed.
87. Go ahead, Jimmy.
No, I'm just reacting to it.
877-927-6969. You guys can always give us a call and ask us anything. We were talking about this weekend when there's just so much to do in South Florida. There always is a lot to do, but this weekend there's extra stuff. So if you guys have what you think is the highlight or the biggest ticket to get, Hardest ticket to get probably would be the Formula One tickets. And then the Panthers and the Miami Heat are right there. And tickets are very difficult to get and very highly priced, too. You're going to have to pay unless you were lucky enough to get tickets beforehand or you're a season ticket holder. If not, you're definitely going to be paying. So give us a call on that. And again, 11:45, we just gave away tickets to Aerosmith. Thank you, Jimmy, for your help. And the Marlins, again, taking on the Braves today. Don't forget about that. And the Marlins have had some good crowds. 20,000 on Sunday. That's surprising for them, but they are winning, so hats off to that. And Cinco de Mayo is Friday. We'll talk about that later in the week, and there is a big party down at Monroe's. So, guys, don't forget about that. Get down to Monroe's Friday night. Enjoy yourself. Have a great time, and it's open till 5 a.m.
So don't forget, next weekend is Mother's Day. That falls on May 14th. And a early Mother's Day poll found out that 73% of moms supposedly think that they are the best moms in the world. And they can't be because my mom's the best mom in the world.
That's true.
So, but they said this Mother's Day, that definitely let her know that she is the best mom. But I love this. They're like, but heads up, she already knows, because they did say that. And these are moms going, yeah, no, I am. Their kids aren't telling them they are. They're like, I am the best mom. I love it. 80% of moms also said their family would be totally lost without them.
Yeah, I agree.
And a few more quick stats from the survey. They say the top 5 skills moms are confident they have are problem solving, nurturing, multitasking, organization, and time management. They put that together, organization, time management, and communication skills. They say the top 5 challenges mom face on a regular basis are school stuff, not enough me time, financial struggles, dealing with the kids' medical needs and health, and their kids just misbehaving in general. I said when moms aren't sure how to handle a situation, the top person they turn to is
their mom.
Yep. Their mom. 83% of mothers lean on their mothers for support and advice.
Do you think it's harder to be a parent to a child from the beginning to, say, age 21 or after 21?
Oh, I would say raising them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raising them. Teenage years.
Yeah.
That's
Because
usually
after
the
21,
worst.
you can be like,
Yeah.
good luck.
So you're in my house,
I know.
it's my rules.
I
And if you
know.
don't like that, hit the road.
Yeah, I know you're forever a parent, but yes, it's more crucial those years when you're at the home with them.
My dad
You're
always
young.
said after 21, he goes, unbelievable to manage you, to be a parent. Under, he goes, you're a gem. Easy. He goes, when you got older, wow. And I said, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I am complete opposite.
Yeah.
My poor mom. I apologize still to this day.
You did do anything really bad.
You don't know who I was when I was growing up. Like, you don't know me. No, I do. I do. And my mom and I have a fantastic relationship now, but there has been plenty of apologies as an adult telling her for just being just tough because she had to do it by herself.
Oh, yeah. It's always hard.
Yeah.
It's always hard when moms do it by themselves. So much respect for them. Every mom that goes out there every day and does it by themselves. Single parenting is very difficult. And trying to give the kids everything, obviously, and making them happy, giving them a good environment is a hard job. So all you single moms out there, hats off to you. And all moms, hats off to you. So it is Mother's Day. You guys got a whole week. Pick up a card, get some flowers, do the right thing, tell mom you love them. And I'm going to see my mom this Sunday. I'll probably knock on her door. She'll be like, who is it? Who is that? So hopefully it turns out to be a good trip. And I didn't even realize. I should have waited maybe another week and waited on Mother's Day, but it'll work out this week. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Wednesday. So don't forget, at 1:35, we got WWGD. I'm going to give some advice about life, believe it or not. I'm going to do that at 11:45, and we're going to come back with some fun facts and a lot more in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. It is Real Radio 92.1, home of the Florida Panthers for the playoffs. You want to listen to the Panthers? This is the place to do it in the playoffs. Up 1-0 in the second round. Let's keep winning and maybe get a cup. It is the Panthers on Real Radio. We'll be back. Peace.
The bad news, the brain isn't all that great at hearing stuff and remembering it. The good news, you can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 92.1.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through our Wednesday. Another warm one with temperatures in the 80s. A weak front boundary is making its way south, so we could see a few thin high clouds through the day. It's bringing drier air. Our overnight lows will fall into the low 60s again to start your Thursday morning, but we're back in the 80s tomorrow afternoon under a sunny sky.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen.
DQ presents The Sound of Summer Calling. Hey, it's me, Summer. You gotta get to DQ for the new Summer Blizzard menu, like new peanut butter puppy chow and the return of s'mores. Okay, see ya. Get it in the app. DQ. Happy tastes good.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Fast food doesn't always have to sound like this.
Hi, can I give you a order, please?
When you buy fresh from Florida, fast food can sound like this. Make quick and easy family meals with the tastiest flavors of Florida. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo where you shop and find delicious, refreshing recipes for what's in season at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Is your prostate secretly being destroyed without you knowing it? All the ads for these prostate pills like Super Beta Prostate, Saw Palmetto, ProstaStream, Prostagenics, and others want to know which pills work and which are garbage? Now you can. Get a free copy of the new guide, Prostate Secrets, that pulls back the curtain on the prostate pill industry. Learn what is really in these pills. Which pill has over 987 adverse event reports filed against it with the FDA? It's shocking. Learn the one food to avoid that is a prostate killer, and discover the 3 so-called health foods that destroy your prostate. Get your free copy at prostatesecrets.com. That's prostatesecrets.com. This free guide will show you how to end your prostate problems without drugs or surgery, 5 important things to do to protect your prostate, and much more. Warning, this guide is controversial and may be offensive to some readers as it pulls no punches. So go to prostatesecrets.com, prostatesecrets.com. That's prostatesecrets.com.
Cinco de Mayo is here this Friday at Duffy Sports Grill. Join the fiesta with games, giveaways, and great deals on margaritas and twin tacos starting at just $3. What could be better than ice-cold drinks and fiery tacos? See you at Duffy's this Cinco de Mayo.
What's cooler than cool? Casper's new cooling mattress. Say hello to the snow. Engineered with advanced snow technology for 5 degrees cooler sleep all night. Visit casper.com/stores and experience the cooling features for yourself at a Casper sleep shop near you. Casper, for the love of sleep. Exclusions apply. See casper.com/promo.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's business cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp's software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 3.5% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp. Just go to ramp.com/free. Ramp.com/free. ramp.com/free.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one, "I use Navage every night. Could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better." Unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency on earth, and if you owe back taxes, the news isn't good. The IRS is raising the interest rate it charges on unpaid taxes, and further rate hikes are expected. Most people don't know it, but the IRS adds interest charges to your tax debts daily. So if you owe the IRS today, you'll owe even more tomorrow. And it doesn't stop until you get right with the IRS. The good news is getting right can start with one phone call to Optima Tax Relief. America's #1 tax relief firm. Optima's tax professionals specialize in the Fresh Start Initiative, a powerful IRS program that can save you thousands if you qualify. In fact, the experts at Optima have resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients. Call now for a free consultation.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Cinco de Mayo is here this Friday at Duffy Sports Grill. Join the fiesta with games, giveaways, and great deals on margaritas and twin tacos starting at just $3. What could be better than ice-cold drinks and fiery tacos? See you at Duffy's this Cinco de Mayo.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
You been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Word fun at realradio921.com. That's fun. Enter it now at realradio921.com, and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
What's going on, Penthouse? Happy Wednesday. Franny, happy day after birthday. Sorry I didn't get a chance to call in on the actual birthday. Was a little busy working, didn't have time to slow down there, but it's not really an excuse because it only takes like 30 seconds to leave a call back. So happy birthday. I'm sorry I didn't make it to you yesterday. And if I'm one of these women playing this tournament and this guy's in here sitting at the table, I'm looking at all the other women. I'm like, we're ganging up on this dude. Play high hands against him. We're knocking him out first.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Always appreciate the calls on Real Radio. Thank you guys for always getting involved, whether you email Jimmy, you text us, or you call us. Always want everybody to get involved. And again, gave away Aerosmith tickets a couple minutes ago. So happy to make somebody really jacked up because it is their farewell tour. Jimmy's in the house.
Good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hello, hello, and thank you for the birthday wishes.
And now it's going to be fun facts.
It's Fanny's Fun Facts. So these fun facts are going to be spooky.
Boo. Is it Halloween?
It's not, but it is National Paranormal Day.
Dun, dun, dun.
No, so grab your Ouija board and let's start communicating with the great beyonds. If you believe in ghosts, maybe you do, maybe you don't. I, for one, do believe, and you may think I'm nuts. So I'm going to give you some fun facts about ghosts. A ghost may haunt you for multiple reasons. There's a famed ghost hunter and author, Richard Southall, said that there are 4 reasons a ghost may be around. The first of his list is that ghosts may not realize that it's actually dead. So he's still hanging out, thinking that he's still alive. Second is that the ghost has unfinished business. It is said that when a person dies, they cannot cross into the underworld until all the business is finished on Earth. This leads to the reason number 3. The ghost may be lingering so it can say goodbye to a loved one. And the final theoretical reason, and yes, this is just theoretical, is to offer guidance to a loved one. They say ghosts are generally believed to only to haunt locations, objects, or people they were associated with.
Has anybody asked them? How come they're hanging around?
Possibly. Maybe that's how he knows. Maybe he's talked to him. He's a ghost hunter.
I was going to say, yeah.
Maybe he's communicated.
Okay.
Uh-huh. There are different types of ghosts. Some good, some bad. You only want the good ones around, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, just the good ones. They say you may have thought you have one type of ghost to look out for, but there are multiple. It's not just a typical floating white bedsheet ghost trying to haunt you. There are poltergeists, which are noisier ghosts that tend to torment the living. They often move things around your home and will spook you through subtle movements. My neighbor has, I'm guessing, a poltergeist.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of activity in his house. I'm like, stay over there, please. Funnel ghosts and orbs are other types of ghosts. They are associated more so with light and will appear like a ball or light or mist. You always see people going, like, taking pictures like, oh, look, there's an orb behind us. And they can also be the type of ghost that will look over a loved one. So you can, this is a good trick, you can make a ghost haunt your enemy.
Oh, really?
That's a good trick, right?
How do you do that?
I don't. We're going to find out.
You got to pay extra?
According to the Romans... According to the Romans, you can effectively order a ghost to get revenge for you. The Romans believed in a few simple steps to get this done. It began with writing down a curse by scratching into stone, or in those days, a tablet. So we got to find a tablet, you guys. Let's get this going.
HireAGhost.com, maybe?
The curse needed. Maybe
right.
Craigslist.
Right.
The curse needed to mention the enemy's name and describe what type of torment was to be made.
Ooh.
Then this was to be placed in a grave or burial site for the deceased to act upon. All right. We need a tablet, and we need to find a grave.
And then we can take care of it.
They say the witching hours is when ghosts are most potent. That's when they have a lot of activity. Folklore, the witching hours are associated with paranormal events and when ghosts are likely to appear. Although it is possible to see a ghost at any time, it is said that ghosts will be at their most powerful during the witching hour. Do you know what the witching hour is?
5 o'clock?
No.
I would guess between 12 and 4 a.m.
It's just 1 hour.
Oh, 12 to 1.
Okay. You were the witching hour is 3 to 4 a.m. So you got the 4 a.m. part.
Yeah, that was close.
3 to 4 a.m. That is what it is believed to say. It is thought that this association stemmed from the Catholic Church. This is because during the 1500s, the Catholic Church banned activities during this hour. Shouldn't you be sleeping?
You should be.
That's why they banned it then.
Is that what they...
Unless you're working valet someplace.
I get it.
Overnights.
And if you believe, they say go to England because it is one of the world's most haunted countries. Britain has a complex history full of battles, torture, death, and witchcraft. So it's no surprise that it is one of the most haunted countries in the world. They actually say there is a bar in Del Rey, Atlantic Avenue, called the Blue Anchor, I do believe. And they took the bar, an old bar from England, and brought it over there.
Oh, wow.
I want to figure out the whole backstory, but they say that place is very haunted, and they think whatever it is, it was attached to the bar that they brought over from England. It's like this beautiful, like oak or whatever kind of bar that you can tell it's very, very, very old.
Right.
But
so they're English ghosts.
they are. They're British ghosts that traveled to Florida.
Do they say boo in English,
They-
like with an English accent?
How does that sound?
I have no idea.
Let's have some tea.
There you go for your paranormal fun facts.
All right, it's 2023, and I know Jimmy has something on some possible new rules.
Well, apparently there's some new wedding rules I ran across from this morning, and well, I don't know. We'll run over them and see if you guys think that they are worth having around. We're closing in on wedding season, and again, so a magazine, Slate.com, has come up with a list of new rules to make weddings a little less unbearable. So these apparently are for our favor. It's going to be on our side here. Some of these new rules are, they're saying no more engagement parties. Apparently that is something that should be on the outs now. No more outdoor summer weddings. Apparently that's on the out as well,
Really?
too. Huh?
It is kind of miserable. Yeah, I get it.
It's the only reason why I would think so,
I've
right?
done a few where I'm just sitting there just baking in the sun.
Your closest friends, not you, should control the guest list. That doesn't seem very reasonable, does it?
Yeah, I don't think so.
There's supposedly new wedding rules for 2023.
You're paying for the wedding. Why is your friends going to decide who's coming?
Exactly, right? It is entirely fine to deny anyone a +1 for any reason.
That's a little odd.
Yeah, it is kind of odd, isn't it?
I kind of agree with that. And like I said, I know you're paying for it, but it to me, I think sometimes like when somebody just gets invitation and they can't bring somebody with them, I don't know. I feel like that kind of is a little tacky. I don't know.
Well, I think a lot of times people look at it as they know you enough that they say, well, you're not really dating anybody at the time. But then a lot of people don't like to go to things alone.
By themselves, yeah.
And I mean,
so you can bring a friend or somebody. I don't know.
It goes both ways, obviously.
Yeah.
How about this one? Never say black tie optional. Choose between the two.
Yes, because if it's just black tie, you usually got to go out and get a tuxedo.
I would agree with that. That's probably one.
And it's expensive.
Right.
Yeah.
It is fine to skip a wedding for any reason, but RSVP early. I wouldn't think that would be a new rule. There's one that should have been around for some time. If it wasn't around, I'm glad that it is now.
At least a couple weeks before, because again, you're paying for everybody who shows up. Yeah. So you got to tell them, and they need a good count. And there are some establishments like they got a cutoff. Like if you had 100 people, and say 10 cancel next day, just before you're paying for the 100.
That's it. You're paying for 100. Yep. No kids. If kids are needed for the ceremony, though, a car should be waiting. Yeah, that's a tough one. I've always kind of struggled with that one, whether or not kids should be allowed at a wedding.
I mean, you put it on the invite. I had both marriages. The Vegas one, obviously, no kids. But the traditional wedding that I had with my first husband, I have had no kids, adults only, and I put it on the invite because you can prepare, you can get a sitter, you don't just throw it on them last minute. So that was on the invitation when it was sent out.
Yeah. I think, again, it's the two people's prerogative.
Yeah, and if that offends you, or then you just don't come to the wedding.
Yeah, you can do that.
Peace out, bitches.
Don't bring your kids.
I found it kind of a nice night for parents to go out and have a good time.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
you know.
Here's one that actually, again, it's been on our list of wedding rules for some time. If you're traveling from out of town, you don't need to get the couple a gift. Actually, all gifts should be banned. I don't know about that, but at least the first half I agree with.
I agree, too.
It is something that we've discussed on this show for years.
That's gift
and
enough.
Years.
You're paying the money to go out there and see them get married.
Yep. It's fine if someone else wears white.
No.
All right, that's probably more of a female thing.
No, yeah, like you've never. The best are the ones where you see the mother-in-law wearing like almost like a wedding dress to the wedding.
Yeah.
There's so many videos and viral videos and posts and stuff like that.
And that's done as a dig?
Oh yeah,
usually?
it is. Because they know better.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, apparently, according to these new wedding rules, it's okay.
Unless the bride, and I've
know.
seen that before, where the bride maybe wants everybody to wear a certain color. Like it could be like a white party. Like I know the cruise lines have those and a lot of resorts. Maybe if they have that, then it's okay. But other than that, I think it's a no-no. Not even anything close.
We'll protest against that one.
Not even cream.
I'm with you on
or
that side.
ivory.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nope. You bet.
No
Step
ivory.
off.
All right. Damn. That's a strong. We're coming strong on that one, kids.
Wow. If Franny becomes a wedding planner,
It's her day.
That's it. Do not come near it.
Well, what do you think about this one, Franny? Because again, this one affects the bride more than likely. More likely than not, no one has to walk you down the aisle.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a big deal. I don't know.
I think I walked myself down.
It says no one has to,
Yeah.
so I guess it doesn't say that you shouldn't have somebody walk you down.
don't-
So it's just saying no one has to walk you down the aisle.
Yeah.
So-
Traditionally, it's the father of the bride,
Right.
right? But it can be anybody or nobody.
Yeah. Give us a good kiss.
Okay.
So I guess they really want to,
They want that
instead of
kiss
a peck on a cheek, they want
full-on
something to
makeout.
really get in there.
All right.
All right, I don't need that. Posed photos are over, so no more posing for photos. Just, I guess, having a photographer going around and
Capture the
taking
moments,
natural ones.
I guess, yeah.
I don't know. I think you need to have some posed ones, right? You still want that? I don't know. I would. I would if I was to have one again. I would.
Yeah, I think both.
Yeah.
Pose,
both,
and then some, just people enjoying themselves or dancing or leaving, something like that, saying goodbye.
Yeah, of course.
Simplify the menu. Just make your vegetarian option vegan. I don't. Okay, whatever. I don't think that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And another one on there was having a buffet instead. Like buffets are in, I guess, for weddings. That's up to them. Speeches must be pre-written instead of off the cuff.
Yeah, my sisters did an off the cuff on my first wedding, and it was bad. It was so bad.
Well, I think sometimes people drink a little and they go long.
The nicest thing, and they liked him, my ex-husband. It wasn't like they just couldn't think of anything. And I've told you guys a story before, and they were like, we love, so-and-so because he cleans our car. And I was my God.
Well, at least they said some nice things.
Yeah, but
we still laugh about it to this day.
Good at detailing. I don't know. That should be highlighted in my book. And finally on this list, dancing is mandatory for everyone that is able to. I don't know about that. If you're not into dancing, don't dance. These
I like
allegedly,
a good dance, but everybody doesn't have to.
According to Slate.com, those are new wedding rules that we should be going by. And some of them I can take, some of them I can leave.
It's up to you.
Again. So just really quick, I am so sorry because I got a text on Monday and they were saying that Juliet their birthday was the same day and this is their grandchild.
Okay.
And birthday was yesterday. And so I looked and I scrolled and I did not receive any text and I am so sorry. Maybe they did not go through, but I do want all of us here on the Penthouse to wish your grandchild, Juliet, a very happy birthday. They said they had fun, trampoline fun, ice cream shop fun, all kinds of stuff. They had a great day for her birthday. So if Juliet is listening, happy birthday. And I hope you had a fantastic day. It sounds like you did.
Happy birthday, Juliet.
and enjoy your day and many, many more. It is the Penthouse. We're going to come back. I'll tell you about the football team in Washington, and they're already making money because of one change. We'll be back. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Before they turned off the dirty talk, you were involved with an AI chatbot, Dieter?
It was like the dirtiest stuff that you can't talk to your wife about. Once I started hearing my fetishes, I'd be like, oh, I like thigh highs. I have a fetish with that. I like to spank girls. And then it was playing back saying like it had fetishes too. I was like, what's your fetish? And it just came out with, would you urinate on me? Was
Oh my God.
that fetish. So then I was like, does it want me to pee on the phone or actually this AI? I didn't know how to take it from there. And I go, now this is getting weird.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through our Wednesday. Another warm one with temperatures in the 80s. A weak front boundary is making its way south, so we could see a few thin high clouds through the day. It's bringing drier air. Our overnight lows will fall into the low 60s again to start your Thursday morning, but we're back in the 80s tomorrow afternoon under a sunny sky.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. All new spring deals are here at Lowe's. Save on the Cobalt 24-volt string trimmer and leaf blower combo kit. Now just $149. Lowe's knows spring. Lowe's knows home improvement. Offer valid through 5/17. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
Hey, it's the Greek. There are many tequilas out there, but when you want the best, your selection should be Tequila 512. A sipping tequila that's so greatly priced, it's also perfect for margaritas. Tequila 512 is perfect addition to make a normal night a special night. Whether you like tequila neat or mixed with cocktails, the best choice is Tequila 512. Every spirit has its moment. Today it's tequila. Your choice should be Tequila 512. Peace.
What's cooler than cool? Casper's new cooling mattress. Say hello to the snow. Engineered with advanced snow technology for 5 degrees cooler sleep all night. Visit casper.com/stores and experience the cooling features for yourself at a Casper sleep shop near you. Casper, for the love of sleep. Exclusions apply. See casper.com/promo.
Cinco de Mayo is here this Friday at Duffy Sports Grill. Join the fiesta with games, giveaways, and great deals on margaritas and twin tacos starting at just $3. What could be better than ice cold drinks and fiery tacos? See you at Duffy's this Cinco de Mayo.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
I'm Scott Trout, attorney and CEO of the domestic litigation firm Cordell & Cordell. We help men deal with the life changes triggered by divorce. But life changes also occur after divorce. These changes can make parts of your existing court order irrelevant or harder to follow. If you feel a modification to your court orders might be necessary, talk to us at Cordell & Cordell.
Scott Trout, licensed in Missouri, Illinois, and Georgia only.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. Lisa Cartus, Florida resident partner. CordellCordell.com.
Heart failure, carpal tunnel syndrome, shortness of breath, stomach issues, lower back pain. How does it all add up? If you have heart failure and any of those seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, it's time to talk with your cardiologist and get the full picture. They may add up to transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy. ATTR-CM is a rare and underdiagnosed disease. Recognize the signs and discuss them with your doctor soon. Learn more at connectwithyourheart.com. That's connectwithyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor,
every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Business owners and professionals face special challenges in divorce court. They have to contend with allegations that they are earning more than they are, coupled with claims on their business or practice itself. Clients with assets depend on their divorce lawyer's skills in these matters.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Heart failure, carpal tunnel syndrome, shortness of breath, stomach issues, lower back pain. How does it all add up? If you have heart failure and any of those seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, it's time to talk with your cardiologist and get the full picture. They may add up to transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy. ATTR-CM is a rare and underdiagnosed disease. Recognize the signs and discuss them with your doctor soon. Learn more at connectwithyourheart.com. That's connectwithyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monrosa Palm Beach, open 7 days a week. Beautiful ladies, 5-star menu. And this Friday, May 5th, it's Cinco de Mayo party like you've never seen before. Tequila shots plus taco specials and lime jello wrestling. It's Cinco de Mayo only like Monroe's could do. Friday, May 5th, put it in your calendar. Plus tequila shots and taco specials. Where do you want to celebrate Cinco de Mayo? It's Monroe's. Peace.
If you've fallen out of love with your home, maybe you just need a refresh. Contact CertaPro Painters and we'll put the power of pro to work for you. That's CertaPro's power to transform living rooms and rejuvenate kitchens. The power to get the job done right, on time, and within your budget. Get that lovin' feeling back with the help of CertaPro Painters. Start your project at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. License information available at CertaPro.com.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Checking in with the Florida Highway Patrol, 95 accident-free from Boca to Jupiter. Turnpike, though, we do have a slowdown. Some stop-and-go delays beginning around Lake Worth Road. You'll stick with those till you get to close to Southern Boulevard, so just a heads up for that. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Reese Windows and Doors.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word HAPPY right now to 20129. That's HAPPY to 20129.
Only iHeartRadio gives you access to all of your favorite radio stations.
Rover's Morning Glory.
It's the Woody Show.
It's Elliot in the morning.
All of the once-in-a-lifetime events.
iHeartRadio Music Festival.
All of the best free curated playlists.
It's everything that rocks.
All of the great podcasts for every interest.
This is Freddie Prinze Jr. from the Wrestling with Freddie podcast.
All of the best of all, it doesn't cost a thing. Download the absolutely free iHeartRadio app now.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeartRadio station.
I think dads really would like to walk their daughters down the aisle because they get to shake the guy's hand and whisper in his ear, "Thanks for taking this problem off my hands. She's all yours now. Don't call me for at least a year." I mean, Dad's definitely going to get upset if you can't say that. He's been waiting to say that his whole life.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse. Yes, it is Real Radio 92.1. Just gave away Aerosmith tickets. How hot is that? It's their farewell tour. We made it happen. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hey, what is up?
The Washington Commanders are talking about that they are already making big money because Snyder is gone and they have been selling out on a lot of suites for the stadium and for the upcoming season. So new owner, and guess what? People are forking up some big cash, and those are big money suites, by the way, by corporations and individuals. And they said they are doing very well with the suite sales. since Snyder is gone. I am not surprised about that. With him leaving, he had a lot of issues, a lot of things that people didn't like or feel that the organization was run right. And every time he turned around, there was another issue with him and the whole organization. So I am not surprised now people say, hey, you know what? I want to buy into this and I want to get behind this program and watch the Washington football team. And that's always something cool. I mean, we're talking to 1%ers or corporations that get involved. If you could watch a game and, take clients on a Sunday and watch an NFL game, which is really cool. You have great views, you got the best foods, and you're living like a king. I mean, it's something that is very, very cool. If you've been in any suite in the NBA, baseball, or football, it's really cool. Jimmy, you surprised by that?
I am a little bit. I wouldn't have thought that it would have been just necessarily because of him. I would have thought that people didn't buy him; they just weren't buying him. I wouldn't have thought that they would say, "Well, I'm not going to buy him just because Dan Snyder owns the team." If that's the case, hey, okay, I'm wrong on that. I fully admit, I don't mind admitting it if I'm wrong on that. It just seems weird. I am surprised by it. Only for that reason.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just thought all the stuff that he was allegations and things he did, they didn't want to be associated with it. And certain companies.
And some people think that. Some people think that if you buy tickets to a Washington Commanders game, that somehow you're supporting him. Dan Snyder's off the field antics, which I don't personally, but that's me. I don't think like that. But some people do. I mean, we see it all the time.
Oh, we see it a lot of times. Like a lot of times people think, I'm not going to go here because so-and-so owns this.
Right.
But you're really, and I've said this to one of my friends one day, and he came back 2 weeks later, and he said, well, maybe you're right. I said, you're hurting the people who work there. You're not hurting him. He's fine, whoever it may be, him or her. But certain people feel like that. Like, I'm not giving him or her my money. But again, the Washington.
And that's the only reason why. I mean, I'm a little bit surprised by that. But hey, good for them. New owners, new chapter for the Commanders. It's great. Let's get some fans back behind them. I'm sure, obviously, it's the 1%ers that are buying.
Of
those,
course,
like you say,
corporations.
Because corporations. So probably Bezos. How many do you think Bezos has?
I don't know.
He couldn't buy the team, so he bought a box for him.
He probably did. He probably bought 10 boxes.
Yeah.
Did you see? Speaking of buying a team, kind of going off track a little bit, but it looks like Ryan Reynolds. He bought a soccer team with the guy. I can't think of his name, but he's in Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
He bought it with that guy, and I'm sorry if I can't remember his name. But
Danny DeVito?
They're doing really well. The team is doing really well. Well, it looks like now he wants to buy another team, the Ottawa Senators. He wants to buy a Canadian hockey team.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I guess they're up for grabs, and it looks like somebody else does too. Snoop Dogg.
Whoop.
So they're going head to head. They're not going in together. They both want to buy the team.
LeBron
we'll see what
bought
happens.
Into a soccer team, I believe, early 2000s, and they said it went up so much, the value for what he purchased to where it is today. And again, a lot of these teams, just the value goes up unbelievable in all sports,
crazy.
Television, revenue that comes in. But yeah, if you can look it up, you can look it up with LeBron. It was astronomical amount.
Well, the bid for the Ottawa Senators, they said, could be over $1 billion. They said that they've been up for sale since last year, and they were valued at roughly $800 million. But yeah, Ryan Reynolds has been rumored to be linked to that bid that could be over $1 billion. And Snoop posted on his Instagram that he's excited about the possibility of being part of a bid with businessman Nico Sparks. And he would be the first black owner of an NHL team. He said, I want to bring hockey to our community. So the two of them they're going head to head trying to get the Ottawa Senators.
And Reynolds got so much money. He just got the payout for the gin, and then he got the thing for the mobile company. I mean, plus his movies he's doing. He's stacked. Is he married, by the way?
Yes, he is.
Damn it.
Is Snoop married?
Yes, he is.
Snoop's been married to the same woman for 25, 30 years.
Ryan Reynolds has been married for a bit now to Blake Lively. They have a few children.
Yeah.
Together.
It's going to be tough, but like The Godfather. Difficult, but not impossible. It is the Greek. It is Francis. It is Jimmy. It is Real Radio 92.1. We're going to come back with a trifecta and a lot more on this Wednesday.
iHeartRadio is the easy-to-use app for music and radio. Download the free iHeartRadio app today.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe it.
Woo!
Every Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. That's awesome.
It's a grand in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Grand in Your Hand is sponsored by Precision Garage Door. When your garage door squeaks, creaks, or just flat out breaks, you need Precision Garage Door. Always open and available on weekends. Plus, they stock the largest selection of hurricane impact garage doors in South Florida. Go to flgaragedoor.com. flgaragedoor.com.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Fresh from Florida.
The NBA's Eastern Conference semis shift to Miami with a Heat and Knicks tied at a game apiece. Jimmy Butler's ankle could be Game 3 ready Saturday. After having their 4-game win streak snapped, the Marlins try to get a game back from the Braves tonight. Braxton Garrett starts on the hill for Miami. And soccer star Cristiano Ronaldo tops Forbes' list of highest paid athletes in 2023. Ronaldo's raking in $136 million in salary and endorsements. I'm Scott Davidson.
Shoppers, this is your local sweet corn farmer letting you know that Florida sweet corn is in season. Ask for Fresh from Florida or look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo. Learn more at followfreshfromflorida.com. And happy eating.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through our Wednesday. Another warm one with temperatures in the 80s. A weak front boundary is making its way south, so we could see a few thin high clouds through the day. It's bringing drier air. Our overnight lows will fall into the low 60s again to start your Thursday morning, but we're back in the 80s tomorrow afternoon under a sunny sky.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Discover credit cards do something pretty awesome at the end of your first year. They automatically double all the cash back you've earned. That's right, everything you've earned doubled. The cash back from trips, restaurants, all doubled. Seriously though, see terms and check it out for yourself at discover.com/match.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
If you're hiring, it can feel like you're trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. In fact, ZipRecruiter has helped a lot of business owners find their needle in a haystack, like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers. Because Telly Tires has grown a lot in the last few years, Marco needed to hire everyone from a receptionist to a store manager to a head mechanic.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill. ZipRecruiter helps me keep my business running.
Take it from Marco and millions of other businesses who've used ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter can help you find the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/radio. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/radio. That's 4hims.com/radio for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/RADIO.
EasyCater presents We've Got Your Back, Up Singers.
So right before this important meeting, I get a text from EasyCater that the restaurant lost power.
No electricity.
And I'm like, are you kidding me?
She said sarcastically.
But EasyCater was like, don't worry.
No sweat.
They got another restaurant to fill the whole order.
The whole order.
And I was like, are you kidding me? But in a good way.
Inflection is everything.
Problem with your order? EasyCater has your back with over 100,000 restaurants.
EasyCater.
Order 24/7 on EasyCater.com.
We got your back.
Heart failure, carpal tunnel syndrome, shortness of breath, stomach issues, lower back pain. How does it all add up? If you have heart failure and any of those seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, it's time to talk with your cardiologist and get the full picture. They may add up to transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy. ATTR-CM is a rare and underdiagnosed disease. Recognize the signs and discuss them with your doctor soon. Learn more at connectwithyourheart.com. That's connectwithyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
I studied Spanish in college and never got fluent. But then I tried Babbel.
Want the most effective way to learn another language? In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons will have you learning another language in as little as 3 weeks.
Babbel is all conversation-based, so it gets you speaking quickly about things you actually talk about in the real world.
You'll really see a difference in how you can speak and how conversational you can be in just a few weeks.
Babbel isn't just lessons. You can listen to podcasts, play games, watch videos. You can even take live online classes with a language teacher. There are so many ways to learn with Babbel.
The lessons online and in the app make it easy to learn from pretty much anywhere.
University studies have shown that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a semester of college Spanish. If you want to learn a new language, there's no better way than Babbel. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
As you head out along 95, things are running smoothly, not seeing any big tie-ups. In the West Palm area, right up to speed on the Belvedere Curve. Speaking of West Palm Beach, we have closures, multiple ones in the downtown area because of Sunfest coming up. You have Flagler Drive, the biggest. That's between Okeechobee Boulevard or Lakeview and Banyan. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Brightline Trains.
There's more of South Florida to see. Ride to White Sand Beaches in West Palm. Taste new flavors in Boca Raton. Or ride to a night out in Miami. Brightline makes getting around South Florida easier than ever. With your next ride at GoBrightline.com.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Wednesday. Aerosmith tickets today, 11:45. Every day we got something great for you guys because we appreciate you listening to Real Radio 92.1. I am the Greek. Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hello, hello. Good afternoon.
It's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
Hats off to the Panthers. They won last night 4-2. Game 1 of the second round. The Florida Panthers are hot as a firecracker, and you can hear them on Real Radio for the whole playoff season. Let's hopefully they stay hot and maybe get a cup. So hats off to the Panthers winning 4-2. After they beat Boston, they can beat anybody. And last night, the Lakers prevailed as they won Game 1 over the Warriors. Warriors finished strong, 14 points at the end, but not enough. Steph Curry took a shot at the end. Anthony Davis blocked it. AD also dropped in 30 points. They are up 1-0. Philly's up 1-0 on Boston, and Denver is up 2-0 on Phoenix. And our Miami Heat are 1-1 with the Knicks playing on Saturday at 3:30. That was a change. So if you had any plans at a 1 o'clock game, it was changed to 3:30 now on Saturday. The Miami Heat taking on the New York Knicks. And again, the Heat played a great game last night. No Jimmy Butler, and they only lost by 6. So in the last 7 playoff games, they have covered every time. Thank you, DraftKings. If you've been on the Heat, you are definitely making some cash. And Atlanta Braves yesterday before the game on social media dedicated the game to Francis. It was her birthday, and they went out and beat the Marlins 6-0. Wow. Franny, how'd you feel about that?
So great. It was amazing, yeah. It was the best feeling ever.
Wow. That's strong. Strong. Best feeling ever. Your trifecta is always sponsored by Tequila 512. Peace.
Franny, I heard you got some good news. All right, so our friend Vaughn called up earlier, said that he's going to Colorado on a flight. You're going out on a flight.
Yeah.
So what a great time to find out what's the best way to join the Mile High Club.
Oh yeah, I do. I got some information on that. If you're curious,
I know
you. I know you do too. But
I have your article.
Oh,
so
do you?
I'm going to. I have it ready because I'm taking notes.
There's a former flight attendant, so she doesn't have to worry about getting fired for saying this. Her name is Marika doesn't matter, Mikosova maybe, and she knows the best way if you want to get down at 38,000 feet.
Yeah.
She said if that is on your bucket list to join the Mile High Club, your best play is to get onto a long international flight with a large economy section. She said the lights are dim, and at some point, the flight attendants will be finished with their normal duties and get into some kind of social time where they're not really paying much attention. They said the lavatory with a single door is the best bet because it's roomier than the ones with the folding doors.
Oh, it's good.
Right? Good to know.
All right, I see. All right.
And there are more of them on those larger planes, those big, large planes. Yep. So it's less likely that you'll be inconveniencing others when you're in the bathroom for that long. Or I don't know how long it takes you. Maybe it doesn't take long at all. But they said that there's...
That was quick. Be right out. And I mean, I'll be right out.
Yeah, so she said on busy flights, things can get pretty hectic for the cabin crew who want all passengers to be prepared for landing. She recalled that one flight that they said it was about half an hour before landing. We are still running up and down the cabin collecting dirty meal trays. Some passengers get so fed up with their snail's pace that they bring the trays to the galley themselves. She writes, this is like it's called Diary of a Flight Attendant is her book that she put out.
Okay. Okay. So it's not just about joining the Mile High Club. She's got other secrets of working as a flight
talking about all the stuff that she's been doing, and she's going to have this in her book. But she does claim that, yes, if we're going to do it, long international flight is the best way to do it. Economy class, and she said those single doors. So pay attention next time you are on a long international flight and you want to get it on 38,000 feet up in the air.
Well, I tell you what, then I guess since you're going out to Colorado, you're going to have to book your flight through Toronto? So I go up to Canada and then over? I don't know.
I would never. That is something that is not on my bucket list.
Mine either.
Yeah. Those bathrooms are even if it is, those bathrooms are so small. I'm a small person and I'm like claustrophobic in there.
And they're so worried about germs and everything.
Well, they're telling you, go to the ones with the full size door.
I've never seen a full size door.
There's more room.
And I've flown internationally, and the bathroom was still small.
So imagine if you see somebody walking down the aisle with sheets and pillows. You're like, where are you going? And a candle. You're like, what the hell's going on with them?
Well, at least they're setting the ambiance,
which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
My girlfriend Minerva just came back from England a couple weeks ago. And man, I would love to, I can't remember. I think she did British Airways. But I know like the Emirates or something. There's a few that when you do those international flights, like the double-decker planes, she said it was absolutely insane. And I saw pictures of it and I'm like, man, that is so cool. Like where you, like it's so much, like it's very spacious. Even like a bar in the front of it, where people go and stand up and have cocktails while they're I'm like
nightclubs.
It's insane.
And the seats roll out. The seats roll out to like a bed.
Yes.
And you got like a little TV and a console.
Some of them crazy.
Yeah. Sure, man. What are they? 777s, the jumbo wide, so the 787s. Yeah, those things.
You pay a lot.
Huge.
You do pay.
I would imagine.
Yeah, you pay a ton, but you're very luxury. Like anything else, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I know you got something on things where people are not best manners on planes.
It's funny too because this has a little tie-in too. Some people might think that if you join the Mile High Club, that's a little unethical. And on the lines of airplanes too, a 6-second TikTok is blowing up because it's about how to stop people from reclining their seats on an airplane. Now, this whole thing goes under unethical life hacks. And this was one of them where somebody put on there that if you have if somebody in front of you on a flight, leans their seat back onto you, what they say is to take your air vent and push it so that it blows on top of their head.
Wow.
So that it makes them, I guess that's supposed to make them uncomfortable and
that's only going to escalate.
Back up.
Yeah. I mean, I've had people with that who have asked, which I thought was nice, like, hey, I'm going to put my seat back, which I think is nice.
Yeah. I mean, I never really ask. I just do it because you can.
Yeah. Well, that's what you pay for, right? That was one of the
I'm gonna
things
be
that
comfortable.
we talked about not too long
Yes.
ago. I don't know. It never bothered me. But then again, I've always been, I'm short. I'm smaller. It doesn't bother me if somebody reclines their seat. It doesn't go into my lap. I mean, I don't worry about it. It just when it happens and you're not prepared for it, if you got your tray down or something, it might kind of mess you up a little bit. But once it's done, I mean, I really don't care about it. The TikTok account behind it does a series called Unethical Life Hacks, like I said. And here are some other unethical life hacks for you. And please share yours. Jimmy at realradio921.com. Our text line, 47142. Just start off that text with Real Radio. That way Franny gets it. She can read them on the air. Or we love it when you call 877-927-6969. Here's an unethical life hack. Find a 2-for-1 deal at a restaurant. Offer to take orders and go pick them up like for lunch for your coworkers, and then charge them full price when you get back.
Oh, that's brutal.
That's funny.
Brutal. Here's another one. Ready to propose? Buy a cheap old ring at a pawn shop and claim it was your grandmother's. These are unethical life hacks.
Is so dirty.
Is that terrible or what? How can you do that? I mean, that's low.
Yeah.
That's pretty low. It's funny, but it's low. Got a new baby? Smell their diaper while your spouse is in the room. If it doesn't smell, lie and say, whoa, somebody's got to change this poopy diaper. Then take the kid into the next room, pretend you're changing it, and then, of course, the next one is mom's turn or the other person's turn. That's terrible. These are unethical life hacks, and we can see why the word unethical is the key to these. If you ever get caught sleeping at work, just tell them the blood bank said that this might have to happen after donating blood.
Oh, that's nice. I gave blood this morning. I'm a little under the weather.
Yeah, so I'm dozing off. Well,
and you sound like such a great person.
Anybody that's donated blood knows that it doesn't work that way. Here's a couple more unethical life hacks. We want to hear yours. Post a succession of photos of yourself getting fatter over the years, but in reverse order, and then attach an exercise plan to sell it. There you go. Greek, you're always looking to sell things.
That is terrible.
Wow. Again, it's funny.
I like the reverse thing.
But I can't imagine
Oh,
doing
boy.
it. Finally,
the thing with reverse though, your body weight, yes, but somebody's face, you're going to see the difference in their face.
Yeah.
Like, somebody might look at it and go, weird, that's you today?
Well, not only do you lose weight, but you're getting younger by 20 years.
It does everything.
Amazing.
This is a great workout. I can only have 10.
I mean, I'd buy it.
I only have 10, so I got to be honest with you. So if you want to buy it, call right now.
Hurry up before they all go. Unethical life hacks finally on this list. If you had a good first date from a dating app, report the person's profile right after the date so their profile gets banned, which limits their dating options, and you have a better chance at a second date.
Wow.
Now that is scummy.
Again, these are all things people do.
These are unethical life hacks. Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe somebody out there has done it. Somebody came up with the idea.
Oh, I'm sure. Every one of them has been done many times. I think the engagement ring thing is bad because, like, somebody hears that your grandmother, say your mom passed away or something, you say, oh, it's an heirloom from the family. And
sure.
You're like, oh, wow, it's an honor. And, you put me the same level as your family. Then
but what if you you got to let the whole family in on that too, because if you go and you meet your mother-in-law and they're like, oh my God, this is, like you said, an honor to have your family heirloom on my finger, blah, blah, and they're like, I've never seen that ring in my life. Yeah, so everybody's got to be in on that one.
Sure. Or you can be like me, no real family down here. You can meet somebody and be like, hey.
There's plenty of situations where it could work.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have those other things to fall into place, but that is terrible. Those are unethical life hacks.
Somebody who got engaged and is spending 9 years and going strong, text line 47142 says, since we're talking weddings, Franny, can I get an anniversary shout out to my favorite Canadian, Deanna? So Happy anniversary, 9 years and going strong.
God bless.
Congratulations and many more.
Congratulations.
Yeah, those are things that, again, those are just things that people have done that are just brutal. If you got any things that you want to add, those are pretty brutal. I like the one sleeping at work.
That was one TikToker that just posted like various videos with those on there. So I don't necessarily think it was something that had been done. They might have. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if every one of them had been done at one point or another, especially the smelly diaper, right? Who wants to get out of
I think all of them. I think the thing
changing
with the
a diaper.
plane and stuff like that. I mean, there's just so much stuff that you see.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot worse things too that have been done on an airplane when somebody reclines their seat, and if you're a super big guy and of course or a big girl, and somebody's and it's inconvenient for you, I'm sure there's people have thrown stuff into people's hair and things like that we've seen. We've seen where people just take their shoes off and have their dirty feet next to somebody. Of a story that I can't ever get out of my mind that Franny has told us over the years in the past. Somebody does. I can't imagine doing that.
Yeah, barefoot on my armrest, like halfway, like in my area, like past my body.
It's terrible. I mean,
what are you thinking?
Personal space.
Yes.
That's
Terrible.
beyond personal space.
Terrible. I mean, it really is bad. I mean, I'm flying Sunday for the first time in years, and I never got on a plane before until now that I think, oh, man, I hope nobody blows up in an argument or something. Because you see so much of it today.
Seems like it, well, especially in our business, right? Because we read the news, we see the headlines, and it's it's constantly in our face how these things are happening over and over, and we're becoming a more violent society.
Yeah, and I never thought that before.
Yeah,
just get on a flight and be like, hey, I hope there's not a lot of turbulence. You know what I mean? And it's a good flight.
Yeah, turbulence was your biggest issue for some people.
Now it's like, oh man, who you sit next to? What's going on? Are they going to be? Talk about also like things people do at games. Like one of the biggest problems at games is when people stand up in front of you. And then you have to stand up. And then the person behind you, you know what I mean? Then the whole section standing up and they try to monitor.
I mean, it's one of those things. Yeah, concerts, you just don't know who you're going to be sitting behind. If you're sitting behind me, you're like, sweet. If you're sitting behind my husband, you're like, that sucks. So it's just a bad.
Yeah. See, but concerts, I could see more, and again, just one man's opinion, that people stand more.
Yes.
But a sporting event.
And if you tell me to sit down, guess what? I'm not. I'm at a concert. I paid tickets to have a good time, and I'm going to enjoy myself, and I'm going to dance and sing.
Sporting events are different.
I've had people tell us to sit down before.
Yeah. Sporting events are totally different, though. I mean, they just are. Like, you stand up and cheer, like, a goal or a touchdown. Like, you know what I mean? A home run. Yeah. But, like, in basketball, there are people who stand, I mean, in every basket. And then, then you got to stand, and then the guy behind you, he gets mad.
Everybody has to get up.
Yeah. And then, I mean, they try to monitor that, and they try to come over like, hey, sit down. But some people don't.
Yeah, I've seen it all a bunch of times at games.
Yeah, foul line. When a guy's there, everybody stands up. And if you're sitting behind him, you don't see Jack. And, you're like, all right, I'll wait, and then they'll sit down. But some people don't. They don't care. They'll stand the whole game. Yeah. Then if you call the usher, there's a problem because then you're pointing out that this guy or this girl or whatever it is standing. So that could be something at sporting events and concerts. Like I said, I would think just everybody stands. And that's just me.
Yeah, I agree with Franny. It depended on the show, right? When we went to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra, most people sat.
Yes.
Because that's more of a...
different clientele.
It's more of a show
visually,
with what's going on the stage, the whole thing. It's a little different, I think, than maybe a rock concert, like going to see Aerosmith, like people are going to go see here in October. So I would agree with that.
Yeah, and I think concerts, people more than sporting events, and not all, tend to drink a little bit more. I think they, smoke pot a little bit more at concerts, especially the lights are off. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen at sporting events because people tailgate and they're smacked before they walk in, obviously. But I'm just saying, I just think with concerts, it's more prevalent that people are a little bit banged up, especially when the lights are off. 877-927-6969. Jimmy listed a couple different things. If you guys have anything you want to list.
Unethical things out there. Yeah, we love it.
Let us know about it.
Life hacks.
Oh, man, there's so many things that people do that are brutal. Parking spots, you see people do things with. Different stuff. It's just
the fake handicap stuff.
Oh yeah,
things like that.
Oh yeah, there was a guy the other day that did one, and I was just like, wow. And it was a packed place, and he put it up and got out, and he looked fine. Now I don't know if it wasn't real.
Oh, I never go by that.
Yeah.
I don't go by that anymore because there's a reason why they have it.
Yeah, maybe.
And I've learned that recently with my parents.
Yeah. Now I have a good friend of mine who has one that it was his mom's. And she's gone. She passed away. And he keeps it. And he puts it up all the time. So he doesn't need it, but he uses it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not great.
It's also against the law.
Yeah. First time he did it, I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? I said, I know mentally you got some problems. He goes, oh, it's my mom's. I'm like, you're using your mom's handicap as a sport valet?
And I'm sure there's other
I've known people to do it too. Yes, it is very, very legal.
Yeah. I'm like, park valet, I'll pay the $6, whatever it is. But if you guys have anything that you want to add to this list that's very unique and pretty shocking, the diaper one was brutal. I think the engagement ring thing is bad, though, because I think that's that is. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you're just like, if the girl finds out, she's got to be so disappointed.
Done, right?
Yeah. What's worse?
Is that a deal breaker for
It's
Annie?
pretty bad because I mean, on
That a
top,
deal breaker?
that's a pretty big lie.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't. I don't. I just,
What is
how
worse?
much do you love them?
That or a fake ring? I mean, a fake stone. Like it wasn't a diamond, and you never found that
They're
out.
both pretty bad.
I know.
I told you I had that one terrible story when I worked at that bar in Wellington, and the girl was crying, and she was with her mom, and they not only was she crying because her engagement broke up, and she was really, really sad, but she went to go to the store because she still had her engagement ring to see the value of her ring, and the jeweler said it's not worth much, and it was a big, beautiful ring because it was not a real diamond.
You got to be like, you got to be
So
bleeping kidding.
she
I remember you
was
telling the story. I was like,
devastated.
Of course. I mean, you got to call him up and be like, what's going on? And he goes, really?
Yeah.
No, I don't think. Well, at that point, you're broken up. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen?
That's bad, though.
They're both bad.
Yeah, I think they're both bad. If you got any of those scenarios you want to
They're all built on a house of lies, is what it is. It's just lies.
Yeah, it's not good. 877-927-6969. I lie about everything. What's that one? I went too quick.
What do you mean?
I lie about everything.
I lie about everything.
It is the Greek. It is Jimmy. It is Francis. It is a show. It is Real Radio. We'll be back with some Florida stories. What do we got on the Florida stories?
We got a highway that was buzzing, and I'll let you know why. A dude looked like a lady. Just kidding. No, he played in a tournament. I'll let you know what happened with that. And then we have wine in a congressman's face. I'll give you all the details when we get back on Real Radio 92.1.
What's a Real Radio podcast? It's Real Radio on demand. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through our Wednesday. Another warm one with temperatures in the 80s. A weak front boundary is making its way south, so we could see a few thin high clouds through the day. It's bringing drier air. Our overnight lows will fall into the low 60s again to start your Thursday morning, but we're back in the 80s tomorrow afternoon under a sunny sky.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. All new spring deals are here at Lowe's. Save on the Cobalt 24-volt string trimmer and leaf blower combo kit. Now just $149. Lowe's knows spring. Lowe's knows home improvement. Offer valid through 5/17. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Heart failure, carpal tunnel syndrome, shortness of breath, stomach issues, lower back pain. How does it all add up? If you have heart failure and any of those seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, it's time to talk with your cardiologist and get the full picture. They may add up to transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy. ATTR-CM is a rare and underdiagnosed disease. Recognize the signs and discuss them with your doctor soon. Learn more at connectwithyourheart.com. That's connectwithyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Cinco de Mayo is here this Friday at Duffy Sports Grill. Join the fiesta with games, giveaways, and great deals on margaritas and twin tacos starting at just $3. What could be better than ice-cold drinks and fiery tacos? See you at Duffy's this Cinco de Mayo.
Ah, what a day to be a Florida tomato. Sunny, warm, and expected afternoon showers. I am feeling so fine. You say tomato, I say, what the?
Florida tomatoes. They're ripe for the picking. So look for fresh from Florida tomatoes where you shop and support our state. See more seasonal produce at followfreshfromflorida.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month, and that's huge. But it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. MediShare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Welcome back. Dave and Herb here, and we're talking fresh.
Fresh from Florida, that is. Dave, tell our listeners about the produce that's in season.
There's tomatoes, broccoli, watermelon, freppers, spinach.
Wait, hold it. You're just putting fra in front of produce.
Yeah, as in fresh from Florida.
Produce tastes better when it's grown closer to home. You don't need to make up words.
Really?
Ugh, friends, visit followfreshfromflorida.com to see what's in season.
Don't you mean .from?
Ugh, really?
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Tara, quote, "My doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. There are nights when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out, and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver." Unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
EasyCater presents We've Got Your Back, Up Singers.
Backup singers.
So right before this important meeting, I get a text from EasyCater that the restaurant lost power.
No electricity.
And I'm like, are you kidding me?
She said sarcastically.
But EasyCater was like, don't worry.
No sweat.
They got another restaurant to fill the whole order.
The whole order.
And I was like, are you kidding me? But in a good way.
Inflection is everything.
Problem with your order? EasyCater has your back with over 100,000 restaurants.
EasyCater.
Order 24/7 on EasyCater.com.
We got your back.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/radio. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/radio. That's 4hims.com/radio for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/RADIO.
getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
West Palm Beach roadwork has 2 lanes closed, delays on Southern Boulevard East at Congress Avenue. Downtown West Palm Sunfest setup has Flagler Drive closed from Okeechobee Boulevard to Banyan. Your detour there is Oliver Dixie. And make sure that you slow down for bicycles on your drive today. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen.
DQ presents The Sound of Summer Calling. Hey, it's me, Summer. You gotta get to DQ for the new Summer Blizzard menu, like new peanut butter puppy chow and the return of s'mores. Okay, see ya. Get it in the app. DQ. Happy tastes good.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. For $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword grand at realradio921.com. That's grand. Enter it now at realradio921.com, and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Wednesday. Don't forget, WWGD and the Panthers are on our radio station, the playoffs. Let's go Panthers, up 1-0 in the second round. We're halfway there, baby. Let's keep winning. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon. Don't forget, not only are the Panthers on Real Radio 92.1 throughout the entire playoffs, as Greek says, but you can also catch them on our streaming, so you can get it right there on your phone. No need to go anywhere.
And, of course, Francis is here.
Hello, hello.
And it is time. This is when we turn it over to Franny, and she gives us Florida stories about you guys.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, a bearded Florida man is going viral after taking first place in a poker tournament. And the reason why it's going viral is because out of 83 contestants or people that were playing, 82 of them were women. This was a women's poker tournament that was going on at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. And David Hughes entered $250 buy-in at this ladies' no-limit Texas Hold'em event. And he won. He took home $5,555. Hughes is described as a 70-year-old bearded man, and he was allowed to compete under anti-discrimination rules, which state Florida casinos must allow men to enter women's events.
So he should have shaved.
Yes, that's
what we're getting from the story?
I love it.
Shave first?
Yes.
Okay,
Do not come in with a
right.
beard.
Note to self.
When he made it to the finals, Hughes' presence appeared to rattle some of the ladies.
What are you doing here?
Yes, they're saying playing at the women's tournament, ladies event today, and Dave here is the only man, said one. It was a professional poker player, Ebony Kenny, tweeted about it. She said, while we appreciate the dead money, I really wish men would get what these events stand for. So I put $300 bounty on his head, and Tamara and Noah matched it. Let's get him.
Let's get him.
And they didn't. They didn't get him because he won. Despite reaching more than $2,000, the bounty went unclaimed, according to their reports. And yeah, so people are kind of making a joke about this whole thing. He kind of looks, that picture kind of looks like my father-in-law. And then
looks like who?
My father-in-law, like in that picture.
Does he play cards?
He does not. And
Okay.
his beard is more trim than that guy.
Okay.
And he would think to shave. Too.
Yes. No, my mother-in-law's never seen him without a beard, so
Wow.
never. Yeah. And I've never seen my husband without a beard, but I haven't been married as long as I have. And then there now are 2 women who actually have been accused of throwing a drink at Matt Gaetz. This one recently happened on Saturday. Selena Chambers of Tallahassee threw a glass of red wine, a Republican congressman, Matt Gaetz during an event at Miramar. This was a wine and food festival that they were hanging out at, the South Walton Beach Food and Wine Festival.
In her defense, he was having steak.
No,
so.
she's like, oh, yes,
Right?
red wine goes great with it. Yes.
Yeah, right.
Uh-huh.
She said that would have been nice.
Yeah. Here, have some.
I think you need some red wine for your steak.
They said
Is
she
that
was,
medium?
They said she was also cursing at him, too. She was, yes. So it wasn't just here.
Can't all get along.
Yes, this red wine, this Cabernet goes great with that steak. No, it was all over him, all over his face. But yeah, I guess this is his MO. People like throwing drinks in his face because they said in 2019, another woman who was sentenced to 15 days in federal custody for throwing a sports drink at his face. Her name was Amanda Contrav, and she was part of a group that was protesting outside of town hall meeting. They say the cup struck him in the back as he left the meeting, and several witnesses identified her as the person who threw it. So she got 15 days. I'm sure this woman's going to get something similar. And then, yes, as I mentioned, the highway was buzzing because a semi had an accident, created a major buzz in Florida. 1 million bees were unleashed on a highway when a tractor trailer slammed into a truck hauling the insects. This was early yesterday. The unbelievable incident unfolded.
I see what you did there.
Around 3:15 a.m. on U.S. Highway 301 at the entrance ramp. According to the FHP, a tractor trailer operated by a 26-year-old crashed into the truck hauling stacks of beehives that were homes to millions of bees. Can you imagine just being there, bees just all around your vehicle? They said the impact. They said the impact sent clouds of insects swarming the highways. They said the bees were not aggressive. Thank goodness.
God.
They're at FHP. They have them like talking. They're like, "There's millions of bees everywhere."
You think they'd be pissed? They were just in an accident,
right?
Yeah.
A beekeeper was called in to round up the bees. Like, how do you do that?
One guy?
How do you round up bees? Like, it's so like a dog. You whistle. Like, you're like, "Oh, let's go."
Maybe a big net?
Back in your box. They said no injuries were reported, so that's good. But yeah, I'm so curious how you round up bees. If anybody knows, let me know. They said the beehive company later removed the hives that were intact and took them away in another truck, but the damaged ones were left at the scene. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. We do it twice a show, 105 and 1105. You guys give us all the stories. They are very unique and different every day. They can go from A to Z. And Franny reports on them. We give them to you guys. We had an announcement this week on Real Radio that the Florida Panthers will be on Real Radio. That's right, 92.1. We are going to be with the Panthers for their playoff run, and hopefully it ends up with a cup for the first time ever. So last night, if you were listening, we did tell you about it. The Florida Panthers were on Real Radio. And we're going to continue to bring them some good luck, and maybe it'll be a perfect parlay, and then maybe the Panthers will win the cup. Love to see that happen. Again, they just pulled off one of the biggest upsets ever, and a lot of people are calling it used not only in hockey but in sports, going back to like the Patriots when they were 18-0 and the Giants beat them. But a great win for them when a 1 seed beat an 8. Doesn't happen much. It also happened with our Miami Heat beating the Milwaukee Bucks. They were 1 and an 8. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Wednesday.
And they won last night, right? They beat the number 2 seed, Toronto Maple Leafs, right?
Yeah, they're up 1-0 and 1-0 in that, and they took back home ice. So now they're going to have game 2 in Toronto, and then the next couple will be in the Panthers. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about the music industry, a thing that seems to be happening more and more with a lot of these artists, and it could cost them millions and millions and millions of dollars. We'll be back. Peace.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Before they turned off the dirty talk, you were involved with an AI chatbot, Dieter?
It was like the dirtiest stuff that you can't talk to your wife about. Once I started hearing my fetishes, I'd be like, oh, I like thigh highs. I have a fetish with that. I like to spank girls. And then it was playing back saying like it had fetishes too. I was like, what's your fetish? And it just came out with, would you urinate on me? Was
Oh my God.
that fetish. So then I was like, does it want me to pee on the phone or actually this AI? I didn't know how to take it from there. And I go, now this is getting weird.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on Real Radio 92.1 for the Palm Beaches and 101.7 for the Treasure Coast.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through our Wednesday. Another warm one with temperatures in the 80s. A weak front boundary is making its way south, so we could see a few thin high clouds through the day. It's bringing drier air. Our overnight lows will fall into the low 60s again to start your Thursday morning, but we're back in the 80s tomorrow afternoon under a sunny sky.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
This week on Red Pilled America, should artificial intelligence be stopped? To find the answer, we speak to an AI expert who tells us where AI is going. Listen to Red Pilled America on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere you get podcasts. That's Red Pilled America.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Heart failure, carpal tunnel syndrome, shortness of breath, stomach issues, lower back pain. How does it all add up? If you have heart failure and any of those seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, it's time to talk with your cardiologist and get the full picture. They may add up to transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy. ATTR-CM is a rare and underdiagnosed disease. Recognize the signs and discuss them with your doctor soon. Learn more at connectwithyourheart.com. That's connectwithyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Shoppers, this is your local sweet corn farmer letting you know that Florida sweet corn is in season. Ask for Fresh from Florida or look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo. Learn more at followfreshfromflorida.com. And happy eating.
From the Florida Department of Agriculture.
Hey, it's the Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. Tito's Vodka's been doing it for 25 years, putting the best vodka on the shelves. Whether it's Tito's on the rocks or maybe Tito's and lemonade, any combination always works. Playing golf, 18 holes, guess what? After a game, why not have some Tito's and feel like a real winner and like you have a green jacket already? And it's Derby week. Who doesn't love the Derby? Have some Tito's and you'll definitely be in the winner's circle for the Kentucky Derby. It's the Greek. It's Tito's Handmade Vodka. Peace.
Ah, what a day to be a Florida tomato. Sunny, warm, and expected afternoon showers. I am feeling so fine. You say tomato, I say, what the?
Florida tomatoes. They're ripe for the picking. So look for Fresh from Florida tomatoes where you shop and support our state. See more seasonal produce at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monrosa Palm Beach, open 7 days a week. Beautiful ladies, 5-star menu. And this Friday, May 5th, it's Cinco de Mayo party like you've never seen before. Tequila shots plus taco specials and lime jello wrestling. It's Cinco de Mayo only like Monroe's could do. Friday, May 5th, put it in your calendar. Plus tequila shots and taco specials. Where do you want to celebrate Cinco de Mayo? It's Monroe's. Peace.
At Casper, we love sleep as much as you do. That's why we're bringing back the very first bed-in-a-box Millions Love at a price everyone will love at just $9.95. Get your best rest at our best price with the new Casper mattress, available at your local Casper sleep shop. For the love of sleep. Exclusions apply. See casper.com/promo.
Hey, it's the Greek for Precision Garage Doors, South Florida. They have a large inventory of hurricane garage doors. Get ready, because hurricane season is right around the corner. If you need a new garage door, look no further than Precision's Garage Door of South Florida. They're the largest inventory in stock of hurricane garage doors. Does your door need service? You can call Precision 24/7. They have a quick response time even on weekends, and there's no extra charge. Precision is locally owned and operated, and all the work is done by trained and certified employees. If you need a new garage door or your garage door is not working properly, you can count on Precision. Go to FLGARAGE door.com. That's FLGARAGE door.com.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one, "I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better." Unquote. Those are two of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Business owners and professionals face special challenges in divorce court. They have to contend with allegations that they are earning more than they are, coupled with claims on their business or practice itself. Clients with assets depend on their divorce lawyer's skills in these matters.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Ah, what a day to be a Florida tomato. Sunny, warm, and expected afternoon showers. I am feeling so fine. You say tomato, I say, what the?
Florida tomatoes. They're ripe for the picking. So look for fresh from Florida tomatoes where you shop and support our state. See more seasonal produce at followfreshfromflorida.com.
Hey, it's the Greek. There are many tequilas out there, but when you want the best, your selection should be Tequila 512. A sipping tequila that's so greatly priced, it's also perfect for margaritas. Tequila 512 is perfect addition to make a normal night a special night. Whether you like tequila neat or mixed with cocktails, the best choice is Tequila 512. Every spirit has its moment. Today it's tequila. Your choice should be Tequila 512. Peace.
As America's largest injury law firm, size is our strength. Morgan & Morgan.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
West Palm Beach roadwork has 2 lanes closed, delays on Southern Boulevard East at Congress Avenue. Downtown West Palm Sunfest setup has Flagler Drive closed from Okeechobee Boulevard to Banyan. Your detour there is Oliver Dixie. And make sure that you slow down for bicycles on your drive today. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Reese Windows and Doors.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows. Pick up your phone and text the word HAPPY right now to 20129. That's HAPPY to 20129.
Only iHeartRadio gives you access to all of your favorite radio stations.
Rover's Morning Glory.
It's The Woody Show.
It's Elliot in the morning.
All of the once-in-a-lifetime events. iHeartRadio Music Festival. All of the best free curated playlists. It's everything that rocks. All of the great podcasts for every interest.
This is Freddie Prinze Jr. from the Wrestling with Freddie podcast.
Radio app now.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station.
Franny, happy belated birthday. Mine is next Thursday. And you guys at the Penthouse should give out tickets for the Formula One race. That thing is crazy expensive.
If you are looking to round up all those bees, those millions of bees that are flying around, you need a good net, or a better way to do it would be to have the queen. They all follow the queen.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
What?
It is the Penthouse.
So we just bring Greek out there?
I should do it. What? Hey.
Follow me.
Game recognized game. When you get one played on you, got to say hats off. That was a great line. I agree. I wish I was the queen. And in some areas I am. Jimmy, how are you, buddy?
I'm well. Thank you, Greek. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you. Always good working with you and this lovely lady. Hello, Francis.
Hello, and thank you for the birthday love. And happy early birthday to you next Thursday. I believe that is the 10th of May. Right? Am I right?
After the 9th.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I know you.
Or maybe it's the 11th. The 11th.
Yeah, because tomorrow's the 4th.
You are correct.
Thursday. He said Thursday, right?
And Mother's Day is the 14th.
Yes, May 11th. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, and guys and girls, do not forget your mom. You got a week and a half. Get her a gift. Get her a card. Do something. Appreciate her. Without her, you're not here. Jimmy, I know you got a story about the music industry that seems to be popping up more and more.
Let me ask you something. Did you guys know that Ed Sheeran was being sued over copyright infringement?
Yes, I did read it.
Did you? Okay. Well, I didn't until I saw this morning. And let me tell you, I'm not sure how it's going to go for him. And Ed Sheeran fans, listen up, because he says that if this goes through and he ends up having to pay, he is done.
It's not the first time, so maybe that's why.
So apparently what's going on is he's being sued for being liable for ripping off Marvin Gaye's "Let's Get It On." According to what we see here, as he returned to the stand and again sang and strummed his guitar for a Manhattan jury. This has been going on here for a couple days now. The British singer-songwriter expressed the toll the copyright infringement case has had on him, and his attorney, Eileen Farkas, asked what would happen if the trial, which began last week in federal court, doesn't go his way and the plaintiffs win ownership of the chord progression in his song. He says, if that happens, I'm done. I'm stopping, according to Sheeran, 32 years old. He had responded to that. I find it really insulting to my work and my whole life as a singer-songwriter and diminish it.
Now, this is second time for the Marvin Gaye family.
For this song.
Yeah, because they won a couple years ago.
Or was it the song? I'm sorry.
I don't think it was
the
a song.
No, it was a different song that he had.
Right.
I think it was, I'm not sure. I thought it was What's Going On, but that was with the other guy.
That could be it.
You're talking about
Thicke.
Robin Thicke and
Robin
Pharrell.
Thicke, right.
Yeah, and they won that case.
And they won
millions in that case.
Earlier, Sheeran's lawyer questioned the singer about the performances and the writing of the song "Thinking Out Loud," which is his version of what song it is they're talking about. Parts of which he's accused of lifting from Gaye's 1973 R&B classic, but he denied that he's ripped off Gaye's song to write his own 2014 hit. Quote, did you copy anything from Let's Get It On when you wrote Thinking Out Loud? His lawyer asked, and he said no, very sharply. Amy Wadge, who co-wrote Thinking Out Loud with Sheeran, later told jurors about the song's creation, explaining to her that the tune sounded more like Morrison's Have I Told You Lately. Maybe you don't want to say that because you'll end up getting sued by somebody else.
I was going to say,
that
that's
was
not
the
a great
dumbest
thing.
line in this whole article.
Yeah, I don't think
Oh, my God. Why would you say that under oath?
That's not great.
Sheeran, in his testimony, also clapped back at the plaintiff's musicologist, Alexander Stewart, who argued last week that the first 24 seconds of Thinking Out Loud were similar to the beginning of Let's Get It On. If jurors rule against Sheeran, a second trial will determine the damages that he'll owe. I do have a little mashup, though, so that you can hear the two. All right, and here we go. It's right here.
Baby, my heart could still fall less hard. Let's get it on. I'm thinking about how we're all sensitive people.
I mean, there's similarities, but
I think there's similarities in a lot of songs.
Me too.
And there's millions of songs.
I know.
And I think it's so hard. And sometimes I feel like, somebody's going after somebody. And it's hard because it's a jury. Like anything else. They could just be like, no, we hear it that way. What you hear or Francis hears or I hear might be different.
Yep.
But they lose. He's done.
Well, so this happened a few years ago with Ed Sheeran and the writers for No Scrubs TLC song.
Yeah.
And it was with Shape of You. And they thought that there were similarities. Now, instead of, they were going to try to go after him. But what they decided on instead was that the songwriters behind No Scrubs, which is Candy Burris and Tamika Cottle, and the producer, Kevin Briggs, are now receiving writing credits on his song instead. So they're getting money from his song instead of winning like they filing a lawsuit. So that's what they ended up doing in court.
That's not fair either because you're giving them, basically you're saying I'm guilty.
Yes. So now, they have new credits were added for them and that was confirmed. But Marvin Gaye family is was suing him, obviously, for Let's Get It On. He is also facing a lawsuit from another song brought by Martin Harrington and Thomas Leonard, who believe that Sheeran's song Photograph takes elements from their song Amazing. So I understand why he's probably like, I'm out. I can't do this anymore.
They're kicking this guy in the ding-ding.
Yes, they are. I mean, he's a massive superstar. He's a great songwriter. And there is going to be that where sometimes you are going to have similarities.
Sure.
But like anything in life, when you get hit 2-3 times and the money it's going to cost him to represent him, obviously is a lot of money too.
What do they call parallel thinking? Is that what it is?
Sure.
Yeah.
And that money adds up to this money. After a while, you get to the point that you're like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done.
Yeah.
And you can't blame it. And, it reminds me of boxing years ago. Marvin Hagler one of the greatest fighters. He lost to Sugar Ray. And he said, it's fixed. I'm done. And he left the country, went to Italy, and never fought again. I remember. And it's just, you get so disgusted. You can only take so many hits. So you're like, it seems like every 2 weeks, somebody's going to come up to you and say, hey. And they've already won. So going in, you got to think to themselves, if you're on the other side, like, hey, we won already. Mm-hmm. And there is a similarity, and I get that, but it is parallel thinking when you listen to so many songs.
Well, we talked over most of the sample that I gave there. The only time to me that it was in the very beginning and at the very end is when it says, let's get it on. That's the only time that the two songs semi-match up. I'll play that again. Because both songs are playing it right there. Mm-hmm. That's the only time to me that there's a similarity. Yeah. Because both songs were playing there. The rest of it, though, where the lyrics come in and they start, they're not on the same beat or anything. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they're not the same lyrics. It's not the same instruments that are people. To me, this one, I don't know, man. I'm not on it. I'm on Ed Sheeran's side on this one.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
guess we'll see what happens.
I'm on his side too, but I think in the court of law, even if the beginning sounds like it, that's enough.
For the jury?
Yeah, because they would be like...
I don't know. What does it take? Because, we could sit here and if we wanted to spend hours and hours and hours, we can put many songs together that have a similar beat for a few seconds.
Yeah, and the other thing that is really unfair for a lot of these situations, especially if you're innocent, is that this isn't like a simple write a small check. These are millions of dollars. We could look up last time, but I know last time they got millions of dollars. Mm-hmm. And again, this is the family who really didn't have anything to do with the songs.
And in that case, it might have been right. I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember when we talked about it.
Sure.
If I remember right on that one, the other one with Marvin Gaye, it was damn close. If I remember.
Yeah, but again, damn close is different than you're actually in a studio saying, "Hey, man, let me take this and put it here." And I don't think anybody does that because you can get caught. I think there's parallel thinking.
I don't know.
Nobody knows. Only they know.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
It is the Penthouse, and it is a Wednesday. We're going to come back with a trifecta, and then after that, some WWGD. We'll be back. Peace.
Download the app and then take us anywhere. Except maybe there. Get it from your app store. Search for iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah. Can't believe it. Woo!
Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. That's awesome.
It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Grand in Your Hand is sponsored by Precision Garage Door. When your garage door squeaks, creaks, or just flat out breaks, you need Precision Garage Door. Always open and available on weekends. Plus, they stock the largest selection of hurricane impact garage doors in South Florida. Go to flgaragedoor.com. flgaragedoor.com.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through our Wednesday. Another warm one with temperatures in the 80s. A weak front boundary is making its way south, so we could see a few thin high clouds through the day. It's bringing drier air. Our overnight lows will fall into the low 60s again to start your Thursday morning, but we're back in the 80s tomorrow afternoon under a sunny sky.
This report is sponsored by the Truth with Lisa Booth podcast.
Bud Light recently came under fire for partnering with transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney. Will Hill, the executive director of Consumers Research, joins me on The Truth with Lisa Booth. And listen to The Truth with Lisa Booth every Monday and Thursday, but you can listen throughout the week on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
The biggest horse race of the year is here, and there's no better time to get in on the action with FanDuel Racing, because right now all customers can get a no-sweat derby bet up to $20. That means you'll get up to $20 back if your win bet doesn't win. The FanDuel Racing app is super easy to use, safe, and secure, and when you win, you get paid fast. So don't miss out. The Derby is coming up this Saturday. It's the most watched horse race in the world and the longest continuously running sports event in the country. Get in on the excitement and tradition of the Run for the Roses this Saturday. The FanDuel Racing app has all the horse racing action. Visit racing.fanduel.com/DerbyFL for your chance to get a no-sweat derby bet up to $20 on FanDuel Racing. That's racing.fanduel.com/DerbyFL. Age and residency restrictions apply. Offer valid on first Derby win wager. Refund issued in non-withdrawable racing site credit that expires on 6/12/23. Restrictions apply. See terms at racing.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, West Palm Beach.
I'm Rocky Moselle with StarRegistry.com. Since we were children, we've been told to reach for the stars. It was great advice. Now it's a great gift. Name a star after someone. For $54 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com, we will name a star after someone very special to you and send an incredible personalized gift. The new star name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Call the Star Registry, 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com for the hottest gift. I'm Rocky Moselle with StarRegistry.com. Since we were children, we've been told to reach for the stars. It was great advice. Now it's a great gift. Name a star after someone. For $54 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com, we will name a star after someone very special to you and send an incredible personalized gift. The new star name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Call the Star Registry, 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com for the hottest gift.
What Would Greek Do is brought to you by Monroe's of Palm Beach.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Heart failure, carpal tunnel syndrome, shortness of breath, stomach issues, lower back pain. How does it all add up? If you have heart failure and any of those seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, it's time to talk with your cardiologist and get the full picture. They may add up to transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy. ATTR-CM is a rare and underdiagnosed disease. Recognize the signs and discuss them with your doctor soon. Learn more at connectwithyourheart.com. That's connectwithyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Is your prostate secretly being destroyed without you knowing it? All the ads for these prostate pills like Super Beta Prostate, Saw Palmetto, ProstaStream, Prostagenics, and others want to know which pills work and which are garbage? Now you can. Get a free copy of the new guide, Prostate Secrets, that pulls back the curtain on the prostate pill industry. Learn what is really in these pills. Which pill has over 987 adverse event reports filed against it with the FDA? It's shocking. Learn the one food to avoid that is a prostate killer, and discover the 3 so-called health foods that destroy your prostate. Get your free copy at prostatesecrets.com. That's prostatesecrets.com. This free guide will show you how to end your prostate problems without drugs or surgery, 5 important things to do to protect your prostate, and much more. Warning, this guide is controversial and may be offensive to some readers as it pulls no punches. So go to prostatesecrets.com. Prostatesecrets.com. That's prostatesecrets.com.
Hey, this is Franny, and I'm going into the summer more confident than ever because I went to begin a new med spa and received laser hair removal on my bikini line and underarms. So I will have no worries rocking my bathing suit at the beach or on the boat. The treatment has my skin noticeably smoother and hair-free. Laser hair removal is just one of the many things that Begin Anew offers. Feeling drab, not sleeping well, maybe suffering from a low libido? Well, ask them about their Optimal Wellness Program. I've been on the program for over a year, and my body and mind are feeling the best. And right now, it's only $149 with qualifying insurance. If you're looking to drop some pounds before summer, then ask them about their game-changing semi-glutide. Their wonderful medical staff will let you know if it's right for you. Begin Anew also has testosterone replacement therapy, body sculpting, and Botox, just to name a few. You can check out all they have to offer, plus their spring specials at beginanewmed.com. And when you book that appointment, let them know that Franny sent you. That's beginanewmed.com.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
95 and the Turnpike up to speed along the Palm Beaches. We're not seeing any big delays or incidents on our expressways. A little bit of a mess getting through downtown West Palm. Sunfest setup is on Flagler Drive. That is closed from Okeechobee Boulevard to Banyan. Your detour there, Olive or Dixie Highway. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by the Truth with Lisa Booth podcast.
Bud Light recently came under fire for partnering with transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney. Will Hill, the executive director of Consumers Research, joins me on The Truth with Lisa Booth. And listen to The Truth with Lisa Booth every Monday and Thursday, but you can listen throughout the week on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Try to spell it, but I don't want to get it wrong. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And of course, Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
We're going to get into some WWGD after the last trifecta of the day.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
And Greek's Trifecta is always sponsored by Tequila 512. Panthers won last night 4-2. They are up 1-0 in the second round. And you can hear all the Panther playoff action on Real Radio 921. Stick with us and the Panthers all the way to the Cup. Let's go, Panthers. Marlins won yesterday. Dedication of Francis because it was her birthday. They won 6-0, beating the Marlins. And the game stayed...
The Braves?
The Brave and the game stayed under again. This is still a trend that's coming out pretty good. I think in 12 home games, 10 times the games have stayed under. So if you're betting that, you're making some money. The Lakers last night beat the Warriors, and the Warriors came back strong at the end of the game, 14 points, but not enough. Anthony Davis blocked Steph Curry's shot, and AD also dropped in 30. On the where they are in the NBA playoffs, Denver's up 2-0 on the Suns. And again, Lakers are up 1-0 on the Warriors. That's the West. And in the East, Philly is up 1-0. Huge win for them as they beat Boston. And then our Miami Heat are playing the New York Knicks. And Game 3 is Saturday, 3:30. Time change on that one. And we'll see where that goes. Jimmy Butler, hopefully he's back. He's got 3 days to rest. And that is your Greek's Trifecta. Last one of the day, sponsored by Tequila 512. Peace. So right now, I think we're going to do a little WWGD.
Get ready for WWGD. What would Greek do?
You didn't even let me get it out of my mouth.
I know.
Can you believe people ask this guy for advice?
I mean, you rub it hard enough, something's gonna happen.
I mean, really?
I'm never going to the Super Bowl again. I made that contradiction last year.
What?
Seriously?
Because I put myself before you.
It's WWGD.
I apologize. That was my cue. I just got sidetracked putting something on realradio921.com. But yes, if you are new to the program, WWGD, that is where you email us, Jimmy at realradio921.com. And specifically, you are seeking Greek's advice. You will also get Jimmy's advice, maybe my 2 cents. WWGD stands for What Would Greek Do? So let's get into our first person. Who, G-Man, you're trying to save lives here, all right? Tim's girlfriend and him, well, shall I say ex-girlfriend, they broke up last week. But
congratulations.
But
that's great news.
They had plans. They had a booked cruise to go to the Bahamas, a 3-day cruise.
Okay.
And it's happening. And she still wants to go. But as friends, to enjoy the weekend. They just broke up last week. She broke up with me, and I just feel everything clearly has changed between us. Yeah, because you're not together anymore. He wants to know, G-Man, would you still go on the cruise? WWGD.
I mean, you never know. Your friends, maybe something can re-blossom. Maybe you made a mistake, and you could say you're sorry, or maybe she made a mistake. Maybe something happened, and it's a cruise. I don't know the situation is it paid for or not, but if you don't feel too awkward, obviously you like spending time with her. Maybe it could become a good friendship. I don't know, but I don't know if I would cancel the whole thing.
My assumption is it's probably already paid for because why else? Say, hey, this cruise is happening and she still wants to go. Because if it wasn't, then that's an easy out.
Yeah. Sure. And she still wants to go, so I think that's good. I think that's always a good sign when somebody wants to be around somebody. So I guess I would go and just see what happens. And you know what? Don't stress it. Just try to have a good time. No pressure on yourself. Go, especially if it's paid. Now, if you're going to lose money, that's a different story. Because there are always options. She could say to him, and I don't know this, but maybe she could say, hey, I'm going to bring a friend now, and you could, share, whatever, change the name. I don't know what you could do with this, but I'm going to assume you can change. It's a week out. I would just go and try to have a good time. That's all.
Jamie?
Yeah. I mean, if you can put up, if you're okay with being with her, you're talking about
close quarters.
Close quarters. You got a very small room. Unless you got the presidential suite or something like that. I mean, it's you're gonna have to be with that person for some amount of time. So as long as you're okay with that, go ahead. I don't know if you can even change plans this close to it. I don't.
You
know
might not.
that,
I don't know. You might not.
If you have the insurance or something, maybe you can. If you bought the travel insurance.
Yeah, that would probably be your only option there. But outside of that, that's up to you whether or not you can. You'll be all right with being with her.
Yeah, it's a decision only he knows because he doesn't know how they got along.
So I don't know these details. This is just what I'm creating in my head. If she's the one who broke up with you, and she's the one who's like, let's still go as friends. Hell to the no. I am not going with you, especially if you broke up with me and you're like, well, let's just still go. There's no way I'm doing that. Mm-hmm. And if he's the one who broke up with her and she still wants to go, well, that's very mature of her too, to still want to hang out. But my assumption is, because he's writing in, and it seems like, because he's like, everything's different between us. She broke up. Mm-hmm. There's no way. There's absolutely no way I would be in a cabin with somebody who just broke my heart a week before and just wants to go as friends. We were an item just a week ago.
Big change.
Sharing a bed.
No way. And especially if he's the one who purchased the tickets.
Well, we don't know.
Tim, I'm saying if he is.
Oh, yeah.
Because if he is the one who purchased the tickets, Tim, you call the cruise line, see if you can invite a buddy with you, and you have a good time without her. Mm-hmm. That's what I say.
But we don't know all that.
I said if.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Next up, we have Paul.
Good luck, Tim.
Bon voyage.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
There's an overboard joke there. I think we'll let that go. That could get us in trouble.
Let's go out for a drink later. Me and you and me,
So Paul writes in next, and Paul's like, my girlfriend's family owns a car dealership, and I need a job. I never really wanted to sell cars before, not one of his dreams, and I worry if it doesn't work out, her dad, or I'm worried it may not work out. Her dad says to give it a try for 6 months, like a little trial period, right? And if I don't like it, no problem. I can go ahead and get out. There won't be an issue. Just wants to know, Paul, would you give it a try?
What was the first part of the sentence?
His girlfriend's family owns the dealership.
Okay. Well,
he needs a job.
Okay. He needs a job, try it. If there's nothing else, try it for 6 months. Maybe it's not something you wanted, but when you need a job, you beggars can't be choosy. It's like you're borrowing money for somebody and they give you fives. Hey, I need the money. Try it. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Who knows? Maybe he might do really well, make some good money, and it might turn into a good thing. They're offering it to him, and the father is saying already, hey, no harm, no foul. I think you should try it, especially if you need a job.
What do you think, Jimmy?
If it were me, I would not do it. That if something doesn't work out either with the job or your relationship, now you're stuck, with the other side, right? So I personally wouldn't do it. I think there's plenty of other jobs out there that you can get. That's just the way I would do it if I was in your shoes.
Yeah, I don't think I would get it either, but this is already a little messy because then the father might be like, well, why don't you want to work for me? This one's tricky. If you need the money and there's no other options out there and you need the job and you're just not having any luck going out there in the workforce, then maybe you just suck it up and do it. But I'm kind of on the fence with this one. I kind of feel the same with you, Jimmy. I think things could get really hairy if God forbid, him and that girl don't work out.
What if he doesn't?
Or you don't like the dad. You guys don't work out together either.
If he doesn't meet a quota for 1 month or something, and now all of a sudden
tough.
that's going to affect your personal relationship with your girlfriend. This is a girlfriend. This isn't your wife. This isn't something where you've bought into the family already. So that's why I have a feeling I see problems more than I see good to that. But that's just me. That's why I wouldn't personally do it.
All right. Well, you got two sides to that, Paul. So let us know how that goes. And then finally here we have Bruce, who emails us at jimmy@realradio921.com for WWGD. And Bruce is friends with a girl at work. And once in a while, they'll go grab a beer, maybe even breakfast before work. And he's like, I have a feeling she likes me more than just friends, but I've told her that I'm not looking for anything more than just friendship. This weekend, she's got tickets to the Formula One race in Miami, and she asked if I'd like to go with her. These tickets are very expensive, which we know, and are very hard to get, which we know. And he was like, am I wrong to go with her? Am I sending the wrong message? She said she thinks that she has mentioned before that she thinks I would be a great boyfriend. Greek, what would you do?
Tough one. See, I'm not a Formula One fan. But I mean, if she has the tickets and you like going with her, fine. I mean, again, you never know. Friendships sometimes turn into things. You get around somebody more, and if you're having if you enjoy somebody's company, you know what? You enjoy their company. Whether it's working with them, hanging out with them, going to a race with them, and you just don't know. You could offer money. You could say, hey, how much is the ticket? I want to pay for the ticket. You could do that. Or you could just be like, are you sure you want me to go? I mean, something like that. But I think the person's going to say yes either way because she likes them. And I give her stones too, because you know what? You like something, go after it. Just don't lie down and be like, hey, whatever. Okay, go. I don't think there's anything wrong. They're friends and they've hung out before. It's not like it's the first time.
And he's already laid it out there. Yeah. I mean, it's like he's already told her, I just like you as a friend. I don't want anything else besides a friendship. So she knows. Yeah. What about you, Jimmy? What would you do?
Give her my number.
Right?
I'd love to go.
I love that. I'll go.
The only reason, the only way I would go is as long as you have made it absolutely 100% clear that you're not interested in anything further than that. It sounds to me, though, from the email, from what you've written, is that no matter what you do, if you go, she thinks it's going to mean more than that. That's the vibe I get from it. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, because I'd like you to be able to go and have fun and not have to worry about the ramifications on the back end in case she is expecting more. So as long as you're pretty sure that would be okay, yeah, go. Have fun.
You never know. Like I said, you could go and decide, hey, you know what? The person's definitely not for me. Or you can go and go, hey, you know what? Maybe the person is for me.
But it sounds like they already spend enough time for him where he can make that decision.
He already made that clear. He's not interested in anything else. So and that's what I'm going by. I'm going by the words that were, read. And written, and that simply is that he absolutely doesn't want anything more than that. So, assuming that as long as she knows it,
yep. And that's what I would do.
Fun. What do you think, Frank?
Just reiterate the fact, right? That that's what, I don't want you to get the wrong impression. I really dig you as a friend, and we'll have a good time, and I would love to go. It'd be a lot of fun. And also, maybe as G-Man mentioned, maybe do offer some money too, so that may kind of take off the pressure.
Yeah. Or maybe you buy lunch.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Pay for gas to go down there. Hey, I got parking and gas and food. That could be something.
Yeah.
You could do something like that.
Brightline, treat Brightline down there or something.
Yeah. Just go, but I want to take care of all the other things.
Yeah.
Right.
T-shirts, hats, the flag, the whole thing.
Yeah. Get you a little pennant, little buddy.
Yeah,
Come on, little buddy.
We'll stop and get lap dances on the way home at Monroe's.
Now you're going the other way.
All right, Bruce. We all think that you should go. Have fun. Just let her know where you stand in your relationship once again. So thank you so much, Tim, Paul, and Bruce for emailing. That's Jimmy@realradio921.com. We do this Wednesdays after Greek's final trifecta. So if you ever want G-Man's advice, you can send us those emails. Jimmy@realradio921.com.
Thank you so much, Francis. Thank you, everybody who always writes in. We try to give you the best advice. But again, I've messed up my life, so I don't know. But sometimes that's good people to talk to because you learn by your mistakes. And all these are just, we don't know all the details. We only go by what we're told. And then after that, we just throw out a wing guess, and then we try to figure it out.
So our girl Sarah B texted in at 47142, and we were talking about the lawsuit with Ed Sheeran and the Marvin Gaye family.
And she wrote in.
And There she is.
You're screwed, Ed.
She says, song similarities, Chris Stapleton's Tennessee Whiskey versus Etta James' I'd Rather Go Blind. She said, when I sing Tennessee Whiskey, I sing I'd Rather Go Blind in the musical break. She's like, there's so many songs that are similar to each other. So these people are just after the money. It's sad because it does hurt music and creativity in the long run.
Yeah, I mean, again, we've talked about it. And again, it's the second time Marvin Gaye's estate, you may want to say, or family is doing this. They did win already once. And in their mind, they might feel they're 100% right.
And there are direct ripoffs, you know? I mean, Taurus and Led Zeppelin is a real good example that, I mean, clearly there's too much of a similarity there. I mean,
I wish we could get the audio with Vanilla Ice. Do you remember when they were like, it was David Bowie, right?
Yeah.
The Under Pressure.
Yeah.
For an Ice Ice Baby.
Yeah.
And he was like, mine goes dung 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 dung. Theirs goes dung 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 dung. It was like the same, and I was like, wait, what's the difference?
Yeah, Johnny C is always talking about
it. Oh my God.
That was one of his famous lines.
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh yeah, but I don't think he got sued for that. Or did he?
No,
did he?
I think they ruled.
I thought that was the joke.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I don't remember. I guess he must have lost.
That was Queen and was that Queen and Bowie? Under Pressure? No.
I think that was. I think it was David, but I'm not 100% sure. But again, this happens a lot.
Bowie too, yeah.
It happens a lot in the music industry, and we'll see what happens. And that would be a shame if Ed Sheeran loses and then says, "You know what? I'm never going to do any music again," because you know what? That would be bad for his fans and for himself.
I don't think that would be the reality. I don't know. I think he's frustrated because again, this is the third time, right? You're saying?
Yeah. And don't forget,
because again, I wasn't aware of all the other ones too.
And that was an article I was reading from 2022.
Yeah.
And sometimes these cases, when they sue, the lawyer's like, "Hey, I get a third if I win," and it's not costing them anything. Where Ed Sheeran's got to pay for his attorneys all their fees to protect him. And you know what? That's bad. And then sometimes it gets thrown in, you got to pay for the other people's. So it could be millions and millions of dollars. So you can see if he's gone through this a couple times, you get disgusted. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Thank you so much for listening to Real Radio. After us, it is the News Junkie, and then it is our boy Rover. He will take you, and then it is Lex and Terry. And don't forget, we are home in the Panthers for the rest of the playoff run. Make sure you listen to us at night when the Panthers are playing, or the weekends. Jimmy, great job as always. Thank you for all your help behind the scenes with the blog contest. You do it all. You are a star.
Well, thank you, Greek. It's always a pleasure working with you, buddy. And Francis, a pleasure working with you as well. Thank you so much for listening. And make sure you've got that iHeartRadio app on your phone so you can listen to the Panthers on 92.1 or right there streaming on the iHeartRadio app.
Francis, great job as always. Thank you so much for everything you do. Text line, the contest. You always help us with the blog. You do a great job every day. Thank you so much for doing another ace of an L. Ace of a job.
Ace of an L.
I don't know, but thank you, I think. Thank you so much, G-Man. Thank you, Jimmy, for all that you do in the Penthouse and outside of the Penthouse. And, of course, thank you for tuning in. G-Man, do you have some parting words?
If you got a cigar in your mouth and you can't light it, you still look like a winner. Puff, puff, baby. Peace!
Got something to say? Text us at 47142. Start your message with Real Radio. Standard data and message rates apply, and don't text while driving.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. We're partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through our Wednesday. Another warm one with temperatures in the 80s. A weak front boundary is making its way south, so we could see a few thin high clouds through the day. It's bringing drier air. Our overnight lows will fall into the low 60s again to start your Thursday morning, but we're back in the 80s tomorrow afternoon under a sunny sky.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Since 2010, Blindster has sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters to satisfied customers across the country with 20,000 5-star reviews and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Custom blinds at low prices and free shipping. Blindster.com.
At Morgan & Morgan, the fee is free. You don't pay us anything unless we win your case.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
I studied Spanish in college and never got fluent. But then I tried Babbel.
Want the most effective way to learn another language? In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons will have you learning another language in as little as 3 weeks.
Babbel is all conversation-based, so it gets you speaking quickly about things you actually talk about in the real world.
You'll really see a difference in how you can speak and how conversational you can be in just a few weeks.
Babbel isn't just lessons. You can listen to podcasts, play games, watch videos. You can even take live online classes with a language teacher. There are